Yo. Hello, pie. Hello. It's me, the one, the only, the best, by the way. The best. Kaiju. Oh my god. It's Kaiju. Thank you. It's not easy being me or whatever they say. Stuck in agile, but I bet you're being awesome already. Truth nuke. It's me. The one, the only, the best. Cow. But I hope everybody is. Well, you guys still announce. Hold on. Welcome back from the ads. But I hope everybody is doing good today. Okay? You know what, guys? I'm doing fucking awesome. Okay? You know what I did? I edited last night. Oh my god. I feel like a real VTuber. I feel like a real VTuber. What the hell? Okay? It's so I'm real, dude. I'm real. I'm VTubing. As I say. Hello. Hope everyone is doing very good today. Yeah, hope everybody's doing good today. You know what? Today is Steins 0. Steins 0. And then tomorrow will be Yakuza 3. Now, I said this yesterday during the limit stream. Alright? For next week, I was thinking about the schedule. I've been thinking it over, you know, because I gotta make it on Sunday. And I was like, what should I do? So I know for a fact that I will be streaming Limbus on Monday. And then Slay the Princess on Saturday. But I think I might take 3 days off. I might do just a double stream again. I don't know. Oh wait, next week actually. Next week. Now that I think about it, I have free time on Friday and Saturday, so I might stream on Friday and Saturday. Actual, real and true. And I might take off like Wednesday or something. I don't know, but it might be 2 or 3 days off next week. That includes Sunday. So, I don't think I will stream on Sundays. And thank you for that, Pat. I don't think I'll stream on Sundays. You know, Sundays are like prep days, bro. They're prep days. And if I stop becoming a procrastinator, then I'd actually get things done on Sunday, just like this week. But then I say that, and then it comes to Sunday, and then I do nothing. It comes to Sunday, and I do nothing. You know? But I'm thinking this Sunday, I'll try and stick to making a schedule and making the thumbnails stuff. Cause it makes my life easier. That's what I have to think about. You know, I've seen a video. It wasn't life changing. Not gonna lie, it wasn't life changing. However, shut up, Huntress, shut up, and hello, but shut up. Okay, shut up. But yeah, I seen a video. And shut up. I seen a video, and it was like, procrastinators, they always think about the struggle and not the benefit. So I've been trying my best to think about the payoff, yeah? The payoff to making all my fucking thumbnails on Sunday means that I'm prepared for the week, and then I can literally just do what I did just now, which is literally do nothing. And then once the clock hits 4, then I'm here, and then I don't have to do anything. So I think about it. If I think that way, I could get things done. Okay? So like, I'll be fair. If you get to Barber, Huntress should get to as well. Nah, fuck Huntress. Fuck Huntress. Fuck Huntress. Huntress is mean. Huntress should be nice, and then Huntress can talk. You know? But right now, you're an asshole. Grr, asshole. Grr, asshole. Grr, asshole. I know you love me. Nah. Nah. Not true. Not true. But, anyways, that's besides the point. That's besides the point. If you guys didn't know, I did edit a cool TikTok. It was so cool and epic. So cool and epic or whatever. Dude, I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best not to be a procrastinator. And then every time I have the most life motivating speech ever, Huntress then shits on me. The twink will make me fair. Yeah, I'll kill you. Except I'm not the twink. But I'll kill you. Okay, for sure. What's up? Hello, Wolf. Hello. But anyways, today's Steins game. Trying to think. I don't think today I'll stream for that long. However, I plan to play Steins game like in the middle of the week. One of those days I don't take off. And because it's in the middle of the week, maybe on Wednesday actually. No, maybe on Tuesday. No, I can't do it on Tuesday. Dude, you have to think about your schedule. I feel like the busiest motherfucker ever. I feel like a president. I feel like Mr. President. Except I'm like a bum, you know? Like, suing you for defamation. Okay? And what you gonna get? You can't get any money out of me. Okay? You see this place behind me? Alright? This is rented, bro. This is stolen. I'm like I'm like crashing here, you know? I'm a squatter. So so like, what are you gonna sue me? What are you gonna sue me for? I have no property and I have no money. Could sell your legs for a good amount, I think. Actually, I could. I should sell a leg. I should sell a leg, actual. If you think about it. I'm doing all this yapping for a guy who has 3 hours. 3 hours under his belt. But yeah, I plan to play for like 2 and 3 hours, you know, today. Not too long. But that's because on like, I think Wednesday maybe. Wednesday might work out rather than Tuesday. But on Wednesday, you guys just have to wait until schedule comes out. Maybe Thursday. No, yeah, maybe Thursday. Cause then Thursday, and then I play something on Friday. Yeah, maybe Thursday actual. Either Wednesday or Thursday, I will play for like longer. But today, you know, I'm a bit tuckered out. You know, kick back my legs. I'm not stinky. Okay, guess who brushed his teeth in the morning? Me, I did. So I need a pat on the back. I need a pat on the back. You know, for all the stuff I do. All the stuff I do. Oh my god. So ungrateful, am I right? This ugly dog. This ugly dog. I bet that dog didn't brush his teeth. Steins gate 0. So I did actually get too far in it. I only have 4 hours currently. I met KURISUUU, and this guy is like, oh, I'm so depressed. I'm in therapy because my life fucking sucks. And he's like really depressed. And we met KURISUUU. We met robot KURISUUU. She's like, beep beep beep. Anyways, I don't have the memories of KURISUUU. Beep beep beep. I'm only a robot. Beep beep beep. You know, like that. And great break his legs! Dude, I hate Usobe. What? I feel like you used to be nice to me. Everybody just turns on me. Everybody just turns on me. Fuck this world. Fuck this world. Fuck everybody, man. Fuck everybody. I'm so nice to you. Everybody turns on me except for Pi. Pi is nice to me. Everybody else, they turn on me. They turn on me so fast. They say, oh, I'll be nice. I'll be nice to you. And then I'm like, oh my god, thank you. Thank you for being nice to me. You know, nobody's ever nice to me. Nobody's ever nice to the kaiju. And then they slowly turn. They slowly turn. Why is that? Why is that, dude? It's a pattern I've noticed. I'm the nicest person in the world. No, you're not. Fuck you. No, you're not. You're mean. You're mean, man. It's so crazy because I'm so nice. You know? I guess opposites attract, you know? I occasionally turn on you, but you forgive me because I'm more often nice than not. Exactly. But everybody else is just mean to me because they hate me. Ah, sigh. I guess, or whatever. I don't care. I don't care, whatever. I don't care. I'm not a carer. I don't gaff, bro. I don't care at all, okay? I'm gonna play Steins, guys. And, I'm gonna be the best voice actor in the world, so... Just so you know. That I'm a voice actor pro. Like, don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that, by the way. I'm like a bug in the corner of your room, you know? It's like awesome. It's like awesome. Oh no. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I just, Okay. Poor cow, born to be adored, forced to be constantly torn. That doesn't sound nice. And it's not. Everybody hates me. Born to play, forced to game. Yeah, guys, did you guys know I was a gamer? I am a gamer. I've been gaming. I had a controller in the womb. Did you know that? It's like a fun fact. it's like a fun fact of mine, you know? Close epigraph. But yeah, I've been a gamer. I totally didn't pick up games. They made them in the lab. They made me with a PlayStation controller like right at my side. They made me with a DSi. DSi in the tube. Think about that. That's really deep. They should make a game about that. They're like lab-grown gamers. Born to shit, forced to wipe. Yoda, I think. I think that actually came from Yoda too. I think it might. Yoda. I think. Yeah. Sounds familiar. Seriously, why do I have to do this now of all time? See, this is Robot Kurisu. Oh no, this is Flashback Kurisu. She's actually alive. Spoiler alert, she's dead! She's dead! Everywhere on this fucking screen, I block it, man. I don't know where to go. I'll just read it, you know? DSi hardly know her. That was hilarious. That's hilarious, you know? You should get a medal. Then that night, KURISUUU was whispering to herself a lie. Victor Chandra University's Brain Science Institute. Maho and KURISUUU worked in the same room at the lab. Have you tried being horizontal? You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm too in the corner there. Okay, guys, time to game. Time to game, guys. Time to game. Let's game. All right. Let's game, guys. I'm ready to game. Anyways, you guys are here for my gameplay, aren't you? I need to increase my. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. This is as close as I can get. I'm breathing on you. Oh my god. Oh, bong, 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 bong. Yeah, you guys are here for my gameplay, aren't you? Yes, I'm trapped here. Sorry, I'm cleaning the screen. Alright. I'll return to normal. Sorry. Sorry. I can't be right here. I can't be right here. Where's a child like me supposed to go? Nothing works. Nothing ever happens. Refresh. I'm not gonna block the screen. Now, wasn't you actually normal? I thought you were supposed to be like naturally, what, big or something? Yeah, you know, because I'm a kaiju. Of course. Of course, you know. Casually 20 feet. That's pretty small, actually. Maho and Kurisu worked in the same room at the lab. Thus, Maho was forced to hear Kurisu's angry mumblings, whether she wanted to or not. A little was fine, but she'd been acting like that all day. And the people who came for Steins Gate was crying. as I blocked the screen with my big ass head. A little was fine, but she's been acting like that all day, and it was keeping Maho from concentrating. She finally snapped and turned away from the paper she was writing. Kurisu, don't turn around. Don't turn around. Dun 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 dun. English was the language most commonly used at Victor Chandria University. When the other staff and professors were around, she always used English, but when it was just her and Kurisu, Maho would often speak in Japanese. She's so like bald. Kurisu looks so bald. She's egg. She's egg Kurisu. Kurisu stopped messing with her luggage and turned around. Guys, why if I just did this to you? Like I just stared at you with my big boba eyes. Yeah, you're delusional. Kurisu apologized and started to scratch the back of her head. This is kind of drippy though. Cool, the tie, never mind. They're like different colors. Shame, shame, shame. Maho decided to calm down by standing up and going to the shelf where the research notes were kept. There were several books she needed for her paper, but they were all up on the top shelf. she's a small chud. Guys, this wouldn't happen to me. You know why? Because I'm casually over 6 foot. And by casually, I mean I'm 6'2". So, just to clarify, this must be someone's idea of a prank, she said, as she stared up at the heavy book. If my game crashes again, I'm ending you. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? She decided to try and reach for it, but no matter how she stood on her toes, she came nowhere close. The tiny little arms seemed to her like dead branches waving in the wind. She bit her lip. After she skipped grades to go to college and then come to work at this lab, she had more chances than ever before to hate her small stature. You're the closest thing I can channel my anger into. That's not healthy. That's not healthy. That's literally not healthy. I don't recommend it. Whenever she walked outside after dark, the cops would stop her. Even with her ID, she couldn't get into bars, and buying medicine and alcohol at drugstores was a pain. The most humiliating part was that no matter where she went, everyone thought she was in middle school. Nobody believed her when she said she was 20. Everything in America was just too big. Shout out to America. But I'm 6'2", so like, you know, I can't relate to her struggle. Dude, Huntress hates me. So true. Okay. Alright. Alright. I'm not even gonna entertain. I'm playing the game. Fuck everybody. Fuck everybody, man. Kirsten noticed the trouble Maho was having and came over. But Maho was stubborn and decided to pretend nothing was wrong. You're laughing out loud. Fuck you. I'm just trying to game. I've had a hard day of doing nothing and scratching my ass. So, like, please just be nice to me. I've had a hard day. It's just... come on. So mean, even though I love you. Nah, fuck you. I've had a hard day of patting my head and rubbing my belly. So... I just really need this right now. Yusa easily reached up to the highest shelf and grabbed the book Maho wanted. Well, I mean, how tall is Kurisu? Maybe she's like actually tall, like I don't know, taller than me. Well, not actually, but you know, somewhat. Yusa covered her mouth when she realized she said something she shouldn't have. Well, Maho is like comically short. That doesn't automatically make Kurisu tall. I want to stare at you guys like Kurisu though. She's like creeping me out. Stop staring at me! Kurisu handed over the book as she spoke. And then, suddenly, her eyes went wide and began to sparkle. That's how she was staring. Like, actually. She's looking at my soul. That's why I don't like it, you know? My soul can be evil. So, you know, I don't... You know, eyes are the window to the soul, as they say. Eh? Oh. It looked like Kurisu had come up with a new idea. This was a regular occurrence for Kurisu, and Maho was just used to it. You have a soul? Yeah, it's like deep down in there. You know? My soul only stays like below the ankle, so you know, you wouldn't see it like off rip. See, look, she's literally the cat. Amadeus.
はい。
Bum, bum, bum.
確かにあの子がいきなり独り言を言い出したらびっくりするけれど。
Damn, just like AFO. What is AFO? What is AFO? No matter how advanced an AI was, it wouldn't talk to itself unless you programmed it to do that. And there was no need, or even a point to a feature like that. All for one. Oh. From hit show, My Hero Academia. Oh, Naruhodo, Naruhodo. Thank you, Wolf. I haven't! You're actually delusional when I just bought this game right before I played it the first time. I bought it like 2 days before I played it. I haven't! If an AI started talking to itself, that might be a good indication that there was a self to talk to. But Mao hesitated to agree with her.
ここではめったにことを口にするものではないわ。魂は神が人間に与えたもうたものである。そう考える人たちが多いことを忘れないで。
I forget there are a lot of people who think that a soul is something God gives to humanity. Stop staring at me!
そうでしたね。
I'm gonna close my eyes, you know? I can't make eye contact. I can't make eye contact. He's like staring at me. This is the 0th. It's remastered with 20% more eyeballs. It's not remastered, it's a sequel. It's a sequel to get my dead girlfriend, bro. My dead girlfriend slash situationship, bro. Kisu, especially Din. Kisu and Mao were both treated as heretics in the lab. Especially since they were Japanese and women. Wow. Dude, I want that emoji to stop looking at me. What the fuck is that? Cooked? Why does it stare at you like that? Why does it stare at you like that? It's fucking stupid ass emote. And Kisu was simply too talented. Nobody ever actually did anything, but a lot of the older scientists were definitely avoiding her. Stop! Dr. Liskinen was the chief scientist, and the fact that he liked the two of them was all that let them do their research in peace. If the other scientists heard what Kirisu had just said, who knows what they'd do? Mao patted Kirisu on the shoulder. You guys actually like hate me. It's like so crazy. It's so crazy that you're hating me and I'm just eating candy, bro. You hate me and I literally have the comically large lollipop in a whirly hat. So, you know, think about that.
どうして？向こうの生活だって楽しいと思うけれど。留学するなら大学院ですよ。なんで高校なんですか？仕方ないでしょ。日本では年齢的にあなたはまだ高校生なんだから。教授の思いやりは素直に受けておきなさいな。
Mao, remember what Dr. Liskinen had said. Dr. Liskinen is scary, dude. Kisu had a fragile personality. All the bickering in the lab is putting her under a lot of stress. She's at her limit. It might ruin her as a researcher. That's what the professor had said. He was really worried about her.
それに、もともと7月になれば日本に行かなくちゃいけなかったんだから、ちょうどいいじゃない。はい。実はそれも憂鬱で。
Why don't you wanna go to Nippon?
秋葉原テクノフォーラムだったかしら？公園なんて慣れてないし、何をどうしていいのか。サイエンス誌に論文が載った以上、これからもどんどん増えるわよ。練習しておかないとね。
She gave her first lecture and got murdered. Imagine, could be me.
やだな。
Kirsu whispered to herself. Mao didn't like being around lots of other people either, so she knew how Kirsu felt. But there were a lot of scientists who wanted to be published in a major journal, then go on to give big, public lectures. And she beaten out many of them to win that honor. People were jealous. Imagine losing to a 17-year-old. Honestly, I kind of get it. You know? She needed to fulfill her responsibilities, even if just to shut them up. Maybe I'm not that much better though. Miles silently laughed a little and hated herself for doing it. Maybe I'm just a little jealous as they are. The feeling, which was a little like fear, was something that she always felt. The girl in front of her was just that different from Maho. Someone she could never reach, no matter how hard she tried. And then she died. Someone who surpassed everything she ever done, almost instantly.
Senpai?
This is me with like a random ass like Twitter artist, and then they say like 15 in their bio. It makes you want to like shoot yourself, you know? Like, yeah, it's only a couple years younger, but you know, Mao is 20 and Keisu is 17. So, you know, only a couple years younger, but makes you want to like shoot yourself in the head. Keisu was peering into her face, confused. Mao felt flustered.
日本でお父さんには会うの?
She heard that Keisu's parents weren't divorced, but that they were separated. Her mom was still in America, and her dad was in Japan. After Mao said it, she wondered if that was too personal a question. But Keisu smiled a little.
実は父から招待状が届いたんですよ。
Wow, W father, am I right? W father, am I right? Hoping nothing bad happens.
夏頃新しい理論の発表会をするそうです。それを見に行こうかと思ってます。新しい理論って？
It's confidential. Keisu's smile changed it to a small expression of consternation.
まだ詳しく聞いてないんですよね。
Bum, bum, bum.
相対性理論に関すること。
The music's really catchy though. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit for you guys. You know what? Last time it was a bit low. Not surprising. I haven't heard the details yet. I know it's got something to do with the theory of relativity. Mahal felt like she was hiding something, but didn't question her anymore.
とにかく気をつけて行ってくることね。お土産期待しているから。何がいいですか？そうね。せっかく秋葉原に行くのだから、何か珍しいものがいいわ。秋葉原詳しいのよね。なんでです？休憩時間によくそういうサイト見てるじゃない。まさかアマデウスが喋ったんですか？
What? You're not sneaky, you know?
あの子はそんなことしないわ。あなた、私が後ろにいるのに動画に夢中になってて気づかないことがあるわよ。
You were caught. You were caught. I would never get caught, you know? She was literally on Reddit, you know? She was doing everything right at her desk. You got caught, man. Keisu actually seemed upset for once. This really surprised Maho.
先輩、お願いです。どうか他の人たちには内密に。
You know, I heard the art style changes from this too. I mean, obviously, this is like relatively like older. But yeah, I heard the art style like takes like another change. Cause what they had the They had the actual like remaster of the original Steins game. So it's like slightly different. The idea of sharing a secret with Kurisu made Mao happy.
わかった。
I can't remember what it
言わ
looks
ない
like
でおく
though.
わ。助かります。
We know what you are. You're exposed. Kurisu seemed genuinely relieved. Mao continued.
ねえ。
We know what you are. Let's expose her.
アマデウスが独り言をつぶやけるかどう
Let's
か。
expose her.
二人で
You're
検
getting
証してみましょう。
exposed.
はい。
Hope nothing bad happens, guys. Kurisu had a very happy look on her face. It was the face of a born scientist who loved to explore the unknown than anything in the world. Her smile was as innocent as a child who had just been given a new toy. It was very beautiful. And it was one of the reasons that Mao liked the younger researcher quite a bit. But the promise the two of them made would never be fulfilled. What? In fact, dun, 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 they would never even meet again. This is so sad. And then she died. I felt like she was thinking about Kurisu more and more since she come to Japan. Mao didn't know if it was because she was in Japan or because she was talking with the Amadeus Kurisu more often. Or maybe was it because she met the young man named Rentaro Okabe?
私の知らないクリスを知っている人か。
I mean, thinking back, the first day they met, she broke down and cried right in front of him. It was something she really didn't want to remember. She chased the memories away out of embarrassment.
さては岡部さんのことを考えていましたね。
Yeah, but not romantically, you know. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. Imagine you're able to like get play, yeah? You're able to get play. You're very chuny, okay? But you're still the Rizzler, you know? Basically. Rentaro wasn't a Rizzler, but you know, he won them all. He won them all basically. So imagine you do all this and then you're trapped in another world line, basically. You're in another world line and she's gonna fucking die. And then she does die. You go to the world line, but she does die. You gotta talk to her fucking robot. Her robot doesn't even remember you. It's just fucked, you know? I feel for Rentaro. Basically. I feel for Rentaro. You know? Everything kind of went like to shit. Which, you know, is really sad. Leave a like. She snapped her head towards the PC monitor. Dun dun dun. Mao was in the middle of a conversation with Kurisu.
そうね。
She shrugged her shoulders and tried to ignore Kurisu's mischievous smile.
不思議だと思わない？レスキネン教授が岡部さんのことをあそこまで買っているなんて。二度しか会ったことのない相手なのに、あなたのアクセス権も渡してしまったし。
Dude, he can just feel it. He can just feel like the aura surrounding Rentaro.
あそこまで
Not to glaze Rentaro though, not to glaze him. But he can feel the aura.
誠実そうな人でしたが。
そう？向上心があるのかないのか、少しつかみどころがない人だったわ。
好きなんですか？
It's not the case.
あなたね。
That's all she can think about. Mao brought her face close to the monitor and glared. Kirisu seemed unconcerned.
別に取り繕う必要はない
Bang,
でしょ
bang, bang. Because it's not the case, okay? Until hour 20, where she becomes a path, and it's would you rather and it's not about saving Kirisu, it's actually about getting over her and falling in love with another lady. Dun dun dun. Kirisu may not have looked like someone who would, but she really enjoyed this sort of gossip. Maybe girl talk was the right word. Mahou sighed and sat back in a chair. Creaking sound echoed through the empty office.
本当にそんな感情はないわ。岡部さんがどんな人なのかさえまだよく分かっていないのだから。
You have to know he's a Rizzler. He's everything, bro.
なるほど。まあそうでしょうね。
Kirisu let the matter drop. This bothered Mahou a little.
ただ気になるのは。
なんです？
いえ、なんでもないわ。
You're saying, oh my god. Just say what you mean. Mahou had been spending a lot of time thinking about something since yesterday, to the point where she even put off her research. What kind of relationship was there between Kirisu and Okabe? That's what I was thinking. You know, it was a crazy relationship. What was Kirisu feeling in the days before she died? She would have liked to ask Okabe if she could.
先輩。私のオリジナルと岡部さんは知り合いだったんですか？
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy situation that's probably gonna devolve in this game. Mahou shivered. It was as if Kirisu had been reading her mind.
どうしてわかったの？
岡部さんの話や先輩の反応などを聞いて判断しました。状況証拠を積み上げただけですが、証明しましょうか？
別にいいわ。あなたのことだか
It's
ら。
all circumstantial evidence, but do you want me to show my proof? Fucking robot! The way they used words like proof in a normal conversation showed that both Mahou and Kirisu were scientists at heart. Well, I mean, yeah, but she's also a robot. You know? She's not, you know.
私との記憶を持っているのでは、対話に齟齬が出てしまう可能性が高いです。
彼と話していく上で、どうするのかはあなたに任せる。
Dude, he's like depressed and like on the brink of like death, you know?
岡部さんの方から切り出してくるかもしれないし、なんならあなたから聞いてみてもいいわ。
Mahou still didn't know if Okabe would even access Amadeus at all. They weren't forcing him to.
知らないふりをするというのは嘘をついているのと同じことになりますよね。
Sorta, kinda. Feigning ignorance. The same as lying. You know. I guess, yeah. But lying isn't all too bad. I love lying, you know? Lying is great. Yes, it was interesting. But that was her opinion. As a researcher working on Amadeus, how would Rintaro Okabe feel about it? Wouldn't this be rubbing salt in the wounds in his heart? Mahou realized she was getting much too sentimental.
やっぱり日本に来たせいなのかもしれないわね。
The place where she died. D.E.D., bro. It'd been a week since she arrived. The first thing she planned was to do was offer flowers. But she still couldn't bring herself to visit the Akihabara radio building, the place where Kurisu had died. That's just, oh my god, I feel for her. It makes me kind of sad. Who the fuck is this? Sorry. Someone said, who the fuck is that? The sun was setting earlier now that December had arrived. Kasumi MAKISE was surprised by how quickly it got dark while she was out rummaging through the cosplay shops. The wheeled suitcase on the ground next to her felt heavy. She'd done her best to jam everything she bought today inside. and it was bursting at the seams. Still spending a whole day shopping with her cosplay friends was a lot of fun. She felt tired, but it was a good tired. Her footsteps were light as she walked back to the station.
ふぶきちゃん、スキップしちゃいそうだね。
Ding, ding, ding.
あ、わかる？
Ding, ding, ding.
だって今日はいっぱい買い物できて超楽しかったもん。満足満足。
Fucking that Yuri did. Her face is it's just so funny, man. Like, I just don't know why. I don't know why. Her big boba eyes.
ふぶきちゃんの
Oh, maybe that was Fubuki.
まゆしも楽しくお買い物できたよ。
Unless they just showed us a random ass
付き合って
woman.
くれてありがと
You
う。
know?
まゆしのためならお茶の子さいさいだって。
This showed us a random, a complete random. Fubuki tried to grab her friend, Mayuri Shina, for a hug. Mayuri dodged out of the way. Mayuri may have looked like an airhead, but she was actually quite athletic. Fubuki, by the way, was Katsumi Nakase cosplay's name. Katsumi Nakase cosplay's name. See, it was her! I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Katsumi was in her second year of high school. She and Mayuri were the same age, but were total opposites. Katsumi was a boyish and athletic, and she cosplayed as a male character. She attracted more female kameko than male ones. What's up, Dan? I'm here. This guy is like losing it. This guy is losing it. I have a theory that Fubuki, or what's her face? I can't remember. She is what's her face's ma. Why? Because she looks like her. She kind of looks like her. Now, who are these other people? I don't know. But hello, this guy here. What's your theory, you femme guy looking kaiju? That Suzuha Amane is the daughter of Fubuki, the girl with the yellow eyes. Because she also has yellow eyes. Unless I'm misremembering. She has yellow eyes. And also brown hair. And she looks exactly like her. Yeah? Unless it was her. What if that was her? I just forgot. No, because she was talking about her friend before. People are allowed to have yellow eyes and black hair and not be related. Okay. They wrote her as a tomboy that cosplays male characters. Just so they can make her daughter, because she's also a tomboy. Whom? She's not on the screen. Shut up. Now we don't have to worry about the winter Kamima, do we? Four friends had gone to cosplay shops along Yuga Waya, Maiden's Road, and Tokyo Heights in Ikebukuro. Then moved to Akihabara and visited several more. This was all part of their final preparations for the winter Kamima. This guy, kill this guy. May God smite you down. I'm kidding. Ha. I'm top 1 kidders, you know? Kaide sounded a little worried. Her real name was Kaide Kirishima, and she used her real name as a cosplay pseudonym. She was 3 years older than Kasumi and in college. Kaide was extremely feminine, and her measurements were just like the ones magazine models claim to have, but she was very shy. Maybe I tried many times to persuade her to enter the pageant at college, but She always refused, saying normal events are kind of scary. But even so, cosplaying at Kamima with the rest of them was something she looked forward to.
だったらこの際だからまゆりちゃんを手伝ってみんなで衣装作りはしない？
Wow! Oh my god! Amayuki proposed. She had very noble, elegant features, but the rest of her was easygoing, laid back. Although Katsumi was a fellow girl, she thought Amayuki was beautiful. Even her light blue, penetrating eyes lacked the arrogance that beautiful women usually possessed. They were filled instead with a friendly light. Her real name was Yuki Amane. Oh, okay, I was wrong. Look, Amane. There you go. What? Dude, she's hot. How the fuck did Daru do it? She was a senior at Meiji University and in the same club as Kaede. She was the oldest of the four. She once tried to give up cosplay and focus on job hunting. Oh, you are unemployed! After just 6 months, she had given up on work and gone back to costuming. Who? Daru. Daru pulled her, bro. Her last name is Amane. That means she has to be Suza Amane, right? Suza Amane is Ma. Unless her name's not Amane. What if I'm like getting like, I don't know. I'm getting shut up! I'm getting like, my brain's not working. It's not processing. It has to be her then. Since then, she's been spending more time with Kasumi and the others. How do they do it? It's because Daru has game. That's what it means. Kai, you don't have a brain though. Shut up, I do. It's right in my head, bro. Everyone smiled at her, but Mayuri quickly shook her head. Oh yeah, your big ass head. Shut up. Yeah, it's in there. My brain. Shut up! I'm playing a game and I have to pay attention, you know? I just found a revelation. This is gonna be her Ma. Mane's Ma. She's a Ma.
それに私、まゆりちゃんみたいに素敵な衣装を自分でも作ってみたいなってずっと思ってたの。まゆしーの衣装ってクオリティ高いもんね。
This guy. Who do you think you are? Dude, who are you? Who is this, bro? Who is this?
ね、まゆりちゃん、ぜひ手伝わせてほしいな。じゃあみんなで作ろう。
Kasumi knew that it made Mayuri really happy when someone praised her cosplay outfits. I'm finding out everything, and you just wanna say joke after joke. This guy thinks she's funny, you know. New to sing. New to sing. Nah. Marie told them about an event that had quickly become the mainstay of the Japanese holiday year.
クリスマスパーティーを開くから、ゆきさんも楓さんもふぶきちゃんもぜひ来てほしいなって。
Let's go! Yeah, come to our Christmas party! Gonna be so much fun. Why is she looking like that? You're not funny. You're not funny. You're not funny. I'm not laughing, so. Kasumi's only plan for Christmas Eve was dinner with her family, so she raised her hand instantly. None of her friends at school wanted to do anything that night. She's been a little put out about that since it meant they all had boyfriends.
私も大丈夫だよ。
And then she said, "No, I don't want to go." See, you know what they said? They met at Kamila, so they don't meet at the the Christmas party. Kaide also nodded, but Yuki seemed a little hesitant.
私はどうしようかな。
Why? It's a Christmas party.
もしかして戦略があるの？そりゃユキさんほどの美貌の持ち主ならイブのデートに誘ってくる男子は山ほどいるでしょう。
Yeah, she's gonna be like, I'm hanging out with my boyfriend and stuff. You know?
そんなことないよ。そうなの？だったら私
She's gonna do something very noble.
ふぶきちゃんとクリスマスにデートできるなら他のどんな予定よりも優先しちゃう。はあ、ユキさんラボー。ふぶきちゃんはまゆりちゃん一筋じゃなかったの？まゆしーだってかえでちゃんだって大好きだぜ。
Wow, this is so friendly. I hope nothing bad happens, guys. Kasumi quickly jumped over to Kaide and gave her a big hug. Kaide was soft and smelled good, and enduring this sort of sexual harassment was nothing new for her. Wow. Wow. This is great. This is great, guys. This is great.
ユキさん、今度まゆしーに美味しいキッシュの作り方を教えてくれないかな。
Yuki was an excellent chef and had been teaching Mayuri a lot lately. Both Katsumi and Kaide would also occasionally participate in what they call Yuki Umane's cooking lessons.
いいよ。何のキッシュがいい？
They have to repeat it in case you guys didn't get it. I know what this is. I know what this is.
まゆしー
Papa and Prince Taro just has to repeat Christmas like every time, you know. This is gonna be a Christmas miracle.
ハムとトマトとベーコンも美味しいよ。はあ、想像しただけで。
What is a quiche? I don't think I've ever had like a quiche. I don't think I've ever had one.
わあ、そっか。迷っちゃうのです。それじゃあ両方教えてあげる。本当？そうだよね。いろんな味があった方がみんなも喜ぶもんね。もしかしてクリスマスパーティー用に？
Why does she want to go to the Christmas party? Maybe she does you know, maybe I don't know. Don't you want to come to our Christmas party? I'm like offended. I'm like offended. Like everybody else wants to go.
そうなのです。
It's making me really sad. It's making me really sad. I forgot your name. Yuki. It's making me really sad, Yuki. Why did you want to go? Oh, it's not even like,
いつにする？
it's not even like, it's like a month, less than a month away is what she said. So it's gonna take time.
まゆしーは大丈夫。
They have Christmas stuff up probably like December 1st. So that's why I thought it was like, I don't know, like a week away. Christmas is almost a week away. I thought it was like gonna be like a week away. Not gonna lie. Katsumi went over her schedule in her head.
ああ、明日か。私、友達と約束が。
This lady has friends.
私はバイト。
She has to work. What the hell? I have grown adult friends. Why? Like everybody, like, is like old, except for Bubuki. She's in college, and I guess she's in college and then she has a job, and then she's just unemployed and like she's unk. Kasumi really wanted to go. She was so she was pretty disappointed. She would have loved the chance to eat one of Yuki's good quiches. Okay. As she thought about the quiche, her stomach began to rumble. It was about time for dinner. Yuki and Mayuri worked out the time and place for their meetup.
場所は
Bam.
私の下宿先だとちょっと遠いからラボはどうかな
He says, "Nah, I don't want to hang out with your bum friends. Your bum friends."
いいよ
Okay. I'm projecting.
頑張って作り方覚えるぞ楽しいパーティーになるといいねまゆしサンタさんの衣装を作るからみんな着てくれる込み物分の他にさらに作るんだまゆりちゃん気合入ってるね
You know what? Mayuri's pretty cracked though. She's like super cracked, cause she knows how to make like cosplay and stuff. You know, she might be a useless lab member, but she has other abilities.
まゆしはやる気満々だよふむ
Mayuri poses like she was cheering.
サンタ服ならかわいいミニスカートのやつがいいな白のニーソに赤いブーツとか合わせて楓ちゃんはいいけど私そういうの似合うかな
Kasumi spoke to Mayuri and Yuki without any confidence in her voice.
本当は可愛い
Then they say, "Oh my gosh! See? You can do it! You can do it!" And then I cheer. I needed like the cute outfits best. Bang. There was nothing Kasumi could say. She was right. It bothered Kasumi a lot that she looked like a boy. She knew that sort of clothing didn't look right on her. Still, at heart, she was a young girl and she wanted to wear cute clothes.
任せて任せて
Bam, bam, bam.
まゆしふぶきちゃんに似合うのちゃんと
Ding,
作るから
ding, ding. It's because she's a tomboy. Is that it? Dude, I've seen that tomboy anime. And guess what? I feel like tomboys, they can wear like I don't know, they can pull it off, bro. They can pull it off. Bam, bam.
さすが俺の嫁結婚して
Close up Mayuri's screenshot.
ふぶきちゃん調子いいんだからダルくんみたいなこと言っちゃダメだよあの変態紳士さんと一緒にされるなんてショックかもちなみにまゆりちゃんも一緒に着るんだよねサンタさんの衣装じゃなくて
It's gonna be super relevant,
もっ
guys.
とコスしようよ
They're all Santa. They're all Santa.
まゆし
Top 10 Santa moments. Number 1.
意義ありそんなのもったいないです
You know what they say? You know, a chef has to try his cooking. So, you know.
岡部さんもまゆりちゃんの素敵な姿見たいんじゃないかな
What's with the rings? I have a what? He has a dead girlfriend that you guys don't know about.
おかり
Marie made a weird noise as soon as she heard that name.
おかりんさんああまゆしの彼氏ね
Dun dun dun. He looks so miserable, dude. He's so miserable. He's so miserable. He's emo. He's emo. Kasumi had met him many a time. He was tall and always looked pale and thin. Whenever he laughed, he seemed kind of sad. Oh, he's emo. From what Mayuri said, until just a half ago, he'd been a totally different person. She said he was a haughty and arrogant, but also kind and a great leader. Mayuri was known to let her emotions influence her judgment, so Kasumi didn't know how much of that description was accurate. Mayuri started to freak out, even more after hearing the word boyfriend.
ね、ふぶきちゃん。オカリンとマユシーはそういうのじゃないよ。またまた。
Hey, you guys don't know. You guys, I'm fighting for my for my dead lover. And you guys are shipping. You guys are shipping in the middle of it. Did anyone die yet? No, we're like so far in the beginning. Nobody dies until 5 million hours later. Yuki and Kaide weren't buying it either. Honestly, Okari and Mayuri seem more like an old wedded couple that have been together for years than boyfriend and girlfriend. Why are you saying "aw"? It's really sad when everybody dies. I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to be the happiest they can be, you know?
他に好きな人がいるのです。
She knows. So really, I want everybody to be happy, you know? Steins OG ended off on such a good note, you know? and then it turns out she's actually dead. She's actually so dead. But I guess we got the good ending, so... Or the true ending, but... You know, the true ending doesn't lead into this game. This game, she's still dead. She's dead as hell. And he's emo. That's why he's wearing all black. Marie sounded totally unconcerned, which made Kasumi even more surprised. You know what? That hat actually is, like, really nice. Really nice on Marie.
本当に?
Who could have guessed? It was Yuki, the eldest, who spoke first.
ごめんね。なんか余計なこと言っちゃった。
Why do they all look sad?
マユシーとオカリンは幼なじみで仲良しさんっていうだけだから大丈夫だよ。そう。
This goes completely quiet. Marie's smile seemed very sad to Katsumi, cause she loves me. Everybody's in love with me, bro. Everybody loves me. They love me. She felt the sudden impulse to give her schoolmate a hug.
それより。
She's smiling. She's smiling in front of the tears. Marie smiled and walked over to Yuki, as if to blow away the awkwardness.
ねえ、ユキさんは？私？さっきの話、やっぱりクリスマスは彼氏さんと過ごすのかなって。本当にいないってば。
That means she's single and available for me. Daru, get out the way! What if I'm wrong? What if I just misremembered everything? She's just like some random. She's some random that just happens to share the same last name. She's for me though. So.
みんな誤解してるよ。私そんなにモテないし、ここだけの話、年齢と彼氏いない歴が一緒だもの。
This goofy ass music as Mayuri was literally smiling, saying, "Oh, he already has somebody!" Ha ha ha! It was awesome. It was awesome. First Mayuri, then Yuki. Kasumi was stunned.
そうなんですか？そこまで驚かれるなんて。じゃあ、ユキさん。
Maurice started to fidget.
Huh?
So, I'm sorry for my American accent. You know, I'm butchering her name. You know, I can't. I don't know why. I just can't. I can't roll it. I can't roll my tongue saying Mayuri.
誰くんなんてどうかな。
How about Daru, maybe? Don't recommend anybody to Daru. Or don't recommend Daru to anybody.
星田さん？また何を言い出すの、まゆし。橋田さんは変態紳士なんだよ。ゆきさんが毒牙にかけられちゃう。
The man that Kasumi and Kaide were insulting was Itaru Hashida, a college student and a member of Mayuri's club. He's a hardcore otaku, one of the hybrid types who said he enjoys both 2D and 3D dimensional girls. And like Kasumi had said, he was a perverted gentleman. He would say perverse things all day without the slightest shame. He's wearing the overalls, dude. He's drippy. Whenever you told him he was a pervert, he would say, "No, I'm a perverted gentleman." He was a dangerous guy. But Yuki didn't seem bothered. She actually looked a little sad.
橋田さんはいい人だけど、なんていうか、私みたいな子、あんまり好きじゃないんだと思う。
I can no longer slay as hard as I could before. But you're not on your slay game? What the hell? What the Sigma? Why is that? You fell off? Don't tell me. Don't tell me that's the truth. What do you mean he doesn't like girls like you? Dude, Daru doesn't get any play. Bro would take any girl. Okay, and he'll put you in a category. Mayuri is shocked far above and beyond her usual limit. She was so surprised, she let go of her suitcase handle and let it fall on the ground. Instead of picking it up, she started talking frantically.
そんなことないよ。
I only had 9 nails.
ゆきさんに
What
萌え
happened?
萌えキューンだよ。きっとそうだよ。まゆしーが保証します。夏コミまで初めて会った時もそんな感じだったでしょ。
Oh, see, they already met. Ah. Naruhodo. How do you get to a point where you drop something from your hands? Me personally, I would never be this shocked. I've never been that shocked, but I've dropped stuff from my hands before, you know? Came off. I feel sad for you. I hope it didn't hurt if it came off. Sometimes, like I've heard that they hurt. I've heard that they hurt if they come off. But I guess if it if it came off I don't know. I guess naturally. If it came off naturally, then I guess it doesn't hurt. It depends on the person. I drop shit without ever being shocked. I drop stuff all the time too. I literally just dropped something like earlier today. You heard when I slammed a car door in it. and that's when it came off. Is that true? Is that true? Is that when you stopped slaying? Remember how you acted when we met him at the Summer Kamia? Dun dun dun. You get met Mayuri 4 months ago at Summer Kamia. Kasumi and Kaide had come wearing outfits Mayuri made. Kaide found Yuki at the convention hall, all by herself, and they met up. Afterward, they all had gone to a party where she met Mayuri's fan, Itaru Hashida. Kasumi had definitely witnessed Yuki and Itaru having a friendly conversation. Ever since then, Yuki and Mayuri and Daru had become friends. And Yuki had started going to Mayuri's club, the Feature Gadget Laboratory. In other words, Yuki and Itaru had been talking ever since Summer Kamila. But still, Yuki chuckled sadly and shook her head. What? Why are you sad over Daru? This is crazy! No, it's slammed the car door on it. It blooded. I took the blood out. It unblooded. And then it started to come off slowly. Oh. Oh, so it didn't actually... How does that work? How does that work? How does it stay on? And today, it accidentally grazed my leg, and it almost came off. So I thought I might as well pull it out. I mean, I guess that makes sense. But that's some...
見てればわかるよ。なんとなく避けられてるなって。
Bruh, no way! She's sad over Daru not liking her. Are we dead eyes? Guys. It can't be. At the very bottom, no! Stop! It's gross. It's gross. It's gross. It's gross.
私は行かない方がいいんじゃないかなって思って。
This is insane though. Fortunately, regrowing a nail takes longer. It's gross! Dude, I have like a thing with nails. I'm not gonna lie. Like nail stuff like trips me out. I said this before when you told me about it when it happened. Or I don't know, after it happened. But it's so gross.
橋田さんはもっとこう
Yeah, you're becoming an animal. You're becoming a wild
タイ
animal.
プじゃないのかな
Or more like, oh, a little sister. Dude! Daru dislikes women, bro. Oh my god. This is not true. This is not true. I can't believe it. She's so sad over Daru liking, I like... Daru cannot be particular, you know?
強くてね、お兄ちゃんを尻に敷いちゃうような妹。
I'm just like Laz from hit anime Delicious in Dungeon. I actually never watched Delicious in Dungeon. I've seen some fan art of Laios or whatever his name is being freaky though. It's pretty epic. Pretty epic when you see fan art of stuff you don't know anything about. I'm not gonna lie.
例えば、鈴葉さんみたいな感じ
Like Suzuha. She doesn't know, bro. She doesn't know.
それは。
For some reason, Marie looked like she was about to cry. She seemed to want to say something, but couldn't bring herself to. Her lips was quivering. Well, that's your fucking daughter, man. But Daru. I got into the manga because a friend of mine liked a character. It's peak, not gonna lie. Yeah, honestly, if I see a character and I like them, I start reading the whole manga. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I got a couple of mangas under my belt. That's actually like why I started reading Chainsaw Man. You just start reading random bullshit. You just start reading random bullshit if you see a character like fan art, lucky, of something. Then you get hooked on it. She doesn't know, but like also, Daru is not picky with women. Why would Daru be picky with women when Daru can't get any? Makes no sense. But it certainly didn't look like nothing. Masumi couldn't bear to watch her anymore, so she gave in to her impulses.
マユシ、そんな顔しないで。マユシは笑ってる時が一番可愛いんだから。
The majority of animes I got into because of Yuri. Honestly, based. Honestly, based. I don't know any pairings before I get into. I like to go unbiased with pairings, and then I start knowing. I start knowing though. I got interested in Dunmeshi because of Farseal. Not the MHA because of Totako. Oh, that's pretty late in the game. That's pretty late in the game. I can understand. I actually heard of both of those. I did watch My Hero. Not all of it. Not all of it. It was a while ago. But if I just see like somebody like recommend me something too, And then I also like watch it or read it. I try and give the anime like a chance first though. I feel like anime is like easier to watch. And then if I really like it, and it's not like, if it's not finished too, then I just read the manga.
ほらほら笑わないとくすぐっちゃうぞこちょこちょこちょこちょこちょ
She is not ecstatic, bro. But she knows something. I don't think she knows about sumo. Oh, well, she does. But still, come on. What do you mean? Oh, Daru's not. I think Daru only likes some little sister types. That's like, You think Daru? You think Daru of all fucking people? Daru can't be particular. He's fucking Daru. Come on. Anyway. Kasumi snuck behind Mayuri and started to tickle her underarms. I like that we get, I was gonna say back shots, but that's not what I mean. I like that we get like a back shot. What I mean is that I love that we get the technical term has to be a back shot, yeah? Like that's just the technical term. Like it's just, like I don't know what to say. But I like that we get like a shot of her back. Is what I mean to say.
観念した
But it is basically a back shot. But there's like so many back shots in this game. No sus, but there's so many. Like we seen KURISUUU's, we seen what's her face? I'm pretty sure we've seen Maho's back shot. My god, the back angle. Okay, I'll say it. And then we seen Mayuri's. The only thing they need is to have a Daru back angle. Yo, the CG is crazy. Mayuri was laughing so hard, she was crying. And this time, Kasumi succeeded in giving her a hug. Even though they were in public, she started rubbing her cheek against her. That cut is kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. This cut is kind of ass, but when did this take place, you know? Honestly, I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt because, well, not when did this take place, but when was this made, you know? You know why? Because Daru was wearing fucking suspenders. You know, he's got that shit on. But guess what? That was a product of his time. And I know it. Just like this cut. You can't say that. You can't say that. What the hell? Oh shit, I have candy in my mouth. Marie tried to run away, but Fubuki grabbed her and started to kiss her all over. This is harassment. You literally harassed her. Stay away from her, you perv. In the end, Kasumi kept clinging to Mayuri until they reached the station. She felt a lot better, but catching Mayuri when she tried to escape used a lot of her energy. Either way, now that she's satisfied. What? Why are we flashbacking to this? She shuddered and turned back towards Mayuri as an image came into her mind from out of nowhere.
Ne, Mayushi. なーに？冬コミマ、一緒にコスしようね。この前話したよ。冬コミマはね、マユシーは作る方に専念します。
Dies.
それでもいいからさ、とにかく冬コミマもこの4人で絶対一緒に参加しようね。当たり前だよ。
This is very
そ
ominous.
のために今日みんなで
Why should you get that
買い物した
flashback?
んだよ。だよね。でも約束だよ。
Like, why is she like, she's like freaking out, you know? It's a promise. She's gonna die, get hit by a car, and die.
約束。
Like what's going on? Killed the unction. Mari and Yuki split up with them in front of the train station since they were taking a different train.
それじゃあね。おやすみなさい、まゆりちゃん、ゆきさん。
And then promise me, and then brow, she dies.
またね。
This is looking like a brown Steins Gate, brown 0. Why did they have to reach number 0? Think about that.
バイバーイ。
See, and we're getting back angles. This means that this game is upgraded. Okay, this guy learned how to draw a back shot. Think about that. Kasumi stood still and watched the two of them until they were out of sight. She felt like she was about to cry and looked up to stop the tears from falling.
ふぶきちゃん。
Yeah, why are you crying? Kaide was standing next to her, looking worried.
どうしたの？
Why are you crying?
ごめん、なんでもない。
Does she know?
なんでもなくないよ。もしかしてまゆりちゃんがどうかしたの？
She's gonna die! Bang bang bang!
お願い、話して。
I mean, honestly, okay, if I seen a flash of my friend dying, I feel like I'd be called like schizophrenic or something. Like I'd be like afraid to tell her. Like obviously that did happen, but like I just wouldn't say it. Like unless like I was telling it to the friend, like, you know, look out, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I'd be seen as delusional still. But telling her is like, I don't know. I wouldn't do it. Even after Kaide asked, Kasumi wasn't sure if she'd tell her. There was no way she'd believe it anyway. That's what I mean. Like, why would you like have the incentive to believe me? You just think I'm like paranoid or something. It's like stopping 9/11. Like, like, hear me out. Hear me out, okay? If I was there for the planes, you know? I was like, don't get on that plane. It's gonna blow up into a fucking tower. You know, like, who would believe me? Like, it makes no sense. You know, it's like all the movies where like they're like, no, don't do it, you're gonna die, and nobody listens because it's just a reasonable explanation. I'm not gonna listen to some random that says I'm gonna fucking die, unless he's the one with the gun, you know, like, unless he's the one with the gun, like I'm not gonna listen. Actually, most airports would. Okay, if I yelled, there's a bomb on that fucking... No, okay, like, okay, I understand. There's a bomb on the plane. Of course they're gonna, like, check. But, like, I'm saying, oh, that plane is going to crash into a building. Nobody's gonna believe me. Unless it happened a lot before. Airports take this stuff hella seriously. They take bomb threats. But if I say a plane, like, somebody's gonna crash this plane. Of course, they take it seriously now because 9/11 already happened. But I'm talking about 9/11, 2001. I'm gonna say 2002 like an idiot. But 2001. Okay, think about this. In 2001, when there was no 9/11, they would not take that shit seriously. I don't believe it. Again, airplanes are very cautious. Dude, they used to let people smoke on planes, bro. They don't fucking care. Alright? Yeah, they're cautious now. They're cautious now. But if it was 9/11 and I said this somebody's gonna hijack this fucking plane, I'm not involved though. Someone's gonna hijack this plane and crash into a fucking building. Alright? They would not believe me. I don't think so. If you say it, it will alert them. Okay, but you have to have a bit of proof. You have to have a bit of proof instead of your delusion. You know? I can't just say it word of mouth. I have to have a bit of proof to back up my claims. Unless I'm gonna get arrested or something. Why would I want to get arrested, you know? I'm gonna get arrested for it. Basically, sort of, kinda. Cause like, where's my evidence that somebody's gonna like do this? Motherfucker, if you don't have a video downloaded of it, knowing you're going to 2001, you're dumbass. Dude, you can't go to fucking 2001 with a fucking phone because it was invented modern day, all right? Not even modern day. It was just invented like years after. You can't have that technology. They're gonna be like, where the fuck did you get this? All right? No. There's laws. There's laws to time traveling. There's laws to time traveling, dude. Besides, I can't bring stuff with me. Dude, that's just how it works. That's just how it works. You can't, it's already made. It's already made. If it's not something that could be made in that time period, then you're not gonna have the technology for it. Unless you have like, I guess, a camcorder. But still, where's that proof of like, where's that proof? Hello, Roland. Kyle, I need help. Yes? No, there's rules. There's rules to it. You're like, you don't know time travel like I do, because I'm a time traveler. I thought you were actually John Steins kid. You fell off. Prove it from the future. Dude, if they knew I was in the future, dude, I'd get tested on too. Think about that. They tested you. Angela, she made me into a marketable plushie. Don't turn me into a marketable plushie! I'm Rintaro. What do you mean? You don't want to be Rintaro. Rintaro is literally depressed, bro. Why would you want to be him? He's like really sad. Can't blame him though. How am I supposed to help you, Roland? Supposed to turn you back. She's trying to sell me to Angelica, but she bought me back, and if she sells me to her, she will kill him. Then you have to let her. You have to let the things play out. I'm saying brain cells watching you, bro. Like, notice how you're the only one that says that, because everybody else can understand me. They can understand that I can't bring like a fucking, I don't know, an iPhone fucking camera. And then like, I don't know, film like, look right here, there's no Twin Towers. And then bring it back to fucking 2001. Like, it's just not how it works. That's what I mean. You can't stop that from happening, Roland. You're gonna have to let it happen. You can bring it, you just won't be able to use it, but you can bring it. No. The technology doesn't exist. You can't use it. Okay? The only workaround around is using a camcorder. That actually existed back then. But still, no one will believe you. Nobody will believe you. Maybe some people, but not everybody will believe you. People have, places to be. Alright, Cal, travel back to 1400, in which you didn't exist yet, according to your rules. You can't bring technology from the future into the past. That's how it works. What are you on about? You can't bring technology. I'm saying if it didn't exist, the technology for it, then you can't bring it. That's just how it is. Yeah, only the time machine. This guy is like, it's like he doesn't speak English. It's like he doesn't speak English. You were more hyper than usual today. It felt really forced.
気づいてたんだ。
Yeah, Fubuki was groping Mayuri, bro. You don't get to make up rules, motherfucker. That's how it works! They say you can't bring your phone because, you know, the phone technology and stuff, you know, you can't bring it. You can only have yourself in the time machine. What is so difficult about that? You can't bring it. It wasn't made. You can bring yourself. Of course, you wasn't made, but you're in a time machine, bro. Okay? The technology, however, you can't bring. That's just how it works. What the fuck do you want about? What do you want about? Have you ever, like, I just can't believe it. Have you ever seen, like, a time travel movie where they bring a big ass, like, Samsung to fucking the 80s? Like, are you serious? You can't bring technology. That's not how it works. You're actually dumb, bro. It's insane. You're actually dumb. You're dumb. You're dumb. You can't bring that type of technology. You just can't. That's just how it works. Brother, there's a reason they don't make it. Because you can't bring the technology. I'm telling you the truth. You act like I'm lying. You act like I'm lying to you. Like, why would I lie to you? That's like the stupidest thing to lie about.
気づくよ。
Imagine bringing a gun to kill corrupt world leaders. Okay, but if the gun was made in fucking blah 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 years and years ago, then you can bring it. But you just can't bring like let's say you had a laser gun. You can't bring that shit because you don't have the technology to make it. It's not invented. The only thing that you can bring from the future into the past is the damn time machine. You're not lying, you're just dumb. Kyle, you have it made in your hands. How do you not have it made if it's in your hands? Because it's not like you're the fucking person that made it. Okay? Technology advances. Okay? So if I brought something from 3000, if I brought something from 3000 all the way back to 2001, it's not going to exist. The technology, there's no technology. There's not technology for it. You can't bring it. If you have it in your hands, you still have it. This guy is actually like dumb. So if I brought a phone to 1400 and suddenly turns to dust, it ceases to exist. Yes, it will cease to exist. It doesn't exist anymore. You can only bring yourself, bro. You can only bring your person and something that could exist in that time period. I'm convinced you're either dumb or rage baiting me. That's just how it works, bro. This is how it works. I think you're actually dumb. Like, I think you're actually dumb, and it's like pissing me off. It's like slightly pissing me off because I'm trying to play a game, and I'm sitting here like talking to like a fucking idiot. I'm talking to a fucking idiot about time travel, which you can't. You literally like that's why they never bring phones. Never ever, because it's not going to exist. It wasn't invented yet. This is like, come on. So according to that logic, the time machine also can't exist because the technology doesn't exist. The only thing that works in the past is the time machine. I just told you that 5 million times. That's the only thing that can exist is the time machine. You're dumb. You're an idiot. My God. What do you mean, nope? I just told you that's how it works. I told you that's how it works. Okay? For so long. You can't bring a fucking phone. It just doesn't work. You know why? Because you don't have the technology to make the phone. Okay? It's just how it works. You can't say, oh, nothing works except the time machine. Because yes, it doesn't make any sense. What do you mean? You've never seen a time travel movie? You've never seen one of those? Okay? You've never seen one of those? I don't want to hear it. Because guess what? They never bring a phone. You can't bring a phone because you don't have the technology for it. It's not made. Okay? The only thing that works is the time machine. The time machine. You bring yourself in the time machine. You're going through time, bro. Of course the time machine will still fucking work. What are we on about? Ah, you're dumb. You're dumb. You can say it for years and years. The logic doesn't make any sense. Okay, tell me when you find a time traveling movie where they bring a big ass sponsored iPhone. They bring a Samsung Flip. It explodes in the time machine. Tell me when that works. Tell me when that happens. But so the time machine, which is far more advanced than another phone, by the way, works. But of course, because it's far more advanced, you're an actual idiot. You're an actual idiot. Of course, it's the time machine. Of course, the time machine. The only fucking sole purpose is to go through time. Why the fuck would that not work? But the phone will. Okay, you know why? Because the phone wasn't invented. The phone, you can't go back in time. The time machine is made for it. The time machine is made for it to go back in time. So stupid. You're so stupid. But then, Superman is this. Iron Man is this. Okay. So now you're saying it's dumb for time machine. That's still it. Oh, no, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. You're stupid. You're dumb. You're dumb. I should ban you. I should just ban you. I should just abuse my streamer privileges and ban you for being an idiot, a dumb idiot. Let me continue. Movies never have any logics. Okay, I'm saying that it makes perfect sense because the time machine's whole sole purpose is to go through fucking time. A phone? Is a phone meant to go through time? No, it's a fucking phone. Yeah, think about like 5G and stuff. Guess what? 5G was a thing back in the day. See, I'm talking to a literal infant. I'm talking to an infant. But he claims it ceases to exist. Well, I'm saying if you brought it, it just won't work. Yeah, it might cease to exist because there's no technology for it. However. This guy's an infant. Fine, meant to go through time, but they would be able. Okay, because that's the whole time machine's purpose. Did the time machine make the phone go through time, or did it make the person go through time? Think about it. It makes both go through time. No, I don't think the technology can go through time. I think only the person in the time machine can go through time. The phone won't work. It won't be, and I won't be surprised if it won't even turn on. But it will be there. Okay. I just feel like it's not gonna, it's because it only works for humans, you know? You're using human DNA to well, not using human DNA, but you're transporting human DNA to the past, okay? Where they don't exist. Why would you have the logistics of technology also? I feel like only the person in the time machine can go through it, you know? Why are we even talking about this? I have beef with you, dude. I have beef with you. I think we should all kill Wolf. This is actually my logical conclusion. After this whole conversation, I think we should just kill you. I think we should just murder you. You know? We'll murder you and we'll put you in with the Samsung Flip. And we'll see if both of you guys make it out on the other end, you know? I had beef with you before that. Now I won't be. BRB. See, this guy ruins my time. Ruins my Steins Gate time. And alone, Niv. But my God, I felt like, I don't know. Maybe I didn't explain it right, but I feel like technology just can't go through. Like, it just doesn't logically make sense to me. Like, it just doesn't click in my head that technology can also go through because you're trying to transport a person. Like, that's where all the effort goes through. It's not like gonna transport the molecules of a phone to go to, like, the past and stuff. You know? That's why I think, like, if you have stuff that was already old and stuff, then that could probably go through. Like, if it already existed. Cause you're gonna have to like transport all that bullshit, you know? I'm not even gonna welcome you back. Fuck you. Kasumi and Kaide had known each other for 2 years since their ages were so different. They treated each other like an older and younger sister. So at times like this, Kaide was really sharp. It would depend on how the machine works, but since it's not real, there's nothing to go on. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that is true. I guess it depends. I guess it depends on the machine. But if I made a time machine, of course I would want every technology to go through. Yeah, of course if it didn't work. But I feel like logically it's only like transporting the person, you know? Also, if you say you move the molecules and DNA of a human, that can't be a thing with a phone. How do we make the phone? The stuff we need seriously suddenly exists? No, we made it all from what Earth gave us. Everything to make it work is here. Yeah, but it's not like you invented it, motherfucker. Like, what do you want about? Okay, you gonna and fucking make a phone. You make a Huawei, bro. Okay, I'm waiting for Wolf to make a Huawei. Yeah, of course. I'm saying we always have the technology for a lot of stuff, but it's not invented. So yes, it does exist back then, just not made. That's what it means. It's not made yet. Of course I didn't make a phone, but having it in my hands means it's there. Are you dumb? No, I just feel like it can't transport it, dude. I just feel like it just can't transport it. But you know, we can agree to disagree. Your time machine can transport everything. You know? My time machine can only transport people and shit that is in the past. Okay? So this is why we started with 9/11, okay? We started this conversation with 9/11, okay? And now we're talking about bullshit. Bullshit and ass, okay? So your time machine sucks. Well, I mean, in my logic, I feel like you're made to transport people, so you wouldn't transport technology that doesn't exist already. We don't talk about how we got here. We don't talk about that. I'm talking about, oh, well, logically, you're gonna have to bring like a camcorder that existed back in 2001, so you can show the people that the Twin Towers are gonna fall. And then you say, why don't you just bring the phone and blah 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 blah. See, we're different people. We're different people. Cars are made to transport people, but I can drive with a phone. I mean, yeah, but the thing is that you're like transporting like a whole person to like a different time period. What something is made for doesn't limit it. But I feel like you're spending all your resources like on like trying to get people to the past. That's what I mean. Like it's such an advanced thing. Like yeah, I feel like you can upgrade it. You can upgrade it over time, I guess, to transport like other things, but you know, I feel like it only transport like people. I think you mean teleportation, not time traveling. Time traveling is shown in movies. Is shown as how you simply go back to time you want. Something about the DNA is mentioned. I believe not at least. Well, I mean, you're transporting the whole DNA because like, if you go to a time period where your mom and dad, you know, are still like in the ball sack, you know, like, still have to transport the whole DNA of the person. Even if it technically doesn't exist. If the whole machine goes back, I would assume everything in it goes back. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I guess. I feel like that's an upgrade. That's an upgraded time machine, you know? If I made a time machine on a whim in this future, and this was like Steins game, where everything is like a war, I made it on a whim. I feel like it could only transport like people. But teleportation, yes. It takes your DNA, your molecules, everything about you and puts you in another place. Well, I mean, time traveling and teleportation are the same thing. You know? One is just linear, and then one is just like time, you know? I feel like it will only transport people. And then, like, you gotta get an upgrade, you know? Just like how phones, they started off like flip phones, and then you got the upgrade to the touchscreen. So you're thinking like Terminator, where it only does biological material. That's what I was thinking, like biological material. But I've never watched a Terminator, so I haven't watched a Terminator. But I'm thinking like only like, yeah, like people. I'm thinking only like people, like go back. That's what I mean. I think we're just thinking about two different things, you know? Maybe we're both right. You know, maybe, you know, I was too harsh. Maybe we're both not idiots. We were just thinking different ideas. I feel like you can get an upgraded time machine to where it transports a lot of stuff. But for basic ass, like first made time machine, it's only transporting people. It sounds like a sucky time machine, bro. I know, but like it upgrades. It can upgrade, I feel. But I feel like you're transporting DNA and shit. You're transporting like the person. And they're like their atoms and shit. So you would also go back naked. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, we're both idiots, but I'm less dumb, you know? Nah. I feel like it's like so it's so focused on transporting DNA of the person. And I feel like okay, if you had something that existed back in the day, then that could be there too. Because it's already existed. At a certain time, they made clothes with mostly wool from sheep. So if you go back in that time, you're pretty much naked. Yeah, I agree. If it didn't exist during that time, then you don't have it. But if it existed during that time, then you basically have it. Because it was invented. It was already invented by some bum. Okay? I don't think I'm stupid. I think I just have a creative mind. We are not the same. Okay? You want your boring time machine, then you do that. But you know, I'm thinking about a time where we first create the time machine. Not this upgraded bullshit where you can transport a car. Alright? What would differentiate between what already existed or not? If I go back 5 minutes, I could take a phone. But not 50 years? Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like, if it already existed, like if you had a phone, and then you went like I don't know, like a year, and it was still there, and then yeah, you could take it. But if it was 50 years ago, you wouldn't have it. Creative mind does something less creative. That's that, dude. You're not thinking about bootleg Temu fucking time machines, and that just really says something about you. You have to think about the ones made by the common man. I'm 99% sure you realized you were wrong 4 minutes into that, but you said fuck it and kept going. No, I'm not wrong, dude. I'm not wrong. If it existed, then you could take it. If it existed, you can take it. But you can't take a fucking phone. You can't take a phone. You can't take a regular like new 2026 phone. You can't bring it to the 80s. You can't take yourself in the time machine. The time machine is made to transport people. Why the fuck would it not transport people? Because you didn't exist at the time. It's made to transport people. Why wouldn't it work? That's its whole purpose. I was almost on your side until you said the same method would work different based on how long you go back. Well, I feel like you just couldn't transport like a phone. Like a modern phone to like the 50s. But you didn't exist at the time. See how illogical that sounds? But a time machine is made to transport people. Like it just doesn't make sense why a person couldn't transport even if they didn't exist, because that's what it's made for. There's many people. Kyle, you either can't take stuff with you at all, or you can't take stuff with you. But I feel like, okay, I feel like if you had something that was already made, then you're technically like, you're not like, okay, I don't know how to explain it. You're not like, it's like teleportation with that though. You can't say, only if you go 5 minutes back. Okay, but I'm saying that like it already existed. Like, okay, I don't know how to explain it to you, you know, because you're just so stupid, you know. I can't really explain it to you know, you can't lead a fucking blind ass horse to water if they don't want it, you know. And I feel like you know, I feel like I'm in that situation right now. Then technically, I only need to go to a time where an iPhone 1 exists, and then I can have an iPhone 17 because iPhones exist. What? And technically, I only need to go to a time when an iPhone 1 exists, and I can have an iPhone 5. What? No, I don't know what that means. But it's not like it's going to just wait. It's not like it's just going to steal it from someone. Why does it existing matter? Because it, like the technology, like you already had the technology for it. So if I had a camcorder in my time machine and then I transported, then it would be there because it exists. That's what I mean. And I don't know about that iPhone 1 and iPhone 17. It makes no sense to me. How the technology exists in a time machine. Do you hear yourself? The technology is the time machine. What? The technology is the time machine, though. This is crazy, bro. This is actually like insane. But I have to explain myself. I thought it was very like understandable. I thought it was like the most understandable thing I think I've ever said in my life. But you bring it from a time when it does exist, and all the elements of a phone is made up of existing in the past. What is decided is it has to be put together. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess if you do that, like all the materials that you need, I guess you have to assemble it yourself. But I'm saying that if it existed, like I'm saying, like if you have like a regular ass like flip phone, I had a flip phone 2026. Okay, if I put that flip phone in a time machine and I went back like 2007, like, and it was made in like 2004 or something. You know, like I would have it. It would be in the machine. Now, if it took something from outer space, like an asteroid rock, maybe it makes sense. What does that even mean? This guy. I think I'm making logical sense. Like I'm explaining it, and it's like adding up in my head. That's the crazy part. Is that you think I'm like you think I'm like bullshitting, but I think that it makes sense in my head. But everything made is here on Earth, but some things haven't been invented yet. Kyle, watch Dr. Stone, please. Educate yourself. I have watched Dr. Stone, not all of it, but still, yes. However, some things aren't made yet. Doesn't matter. Everything exists. It just gotta be made. Exactly. It has to be made. So if it's made, then you have it. It's harder, fuck you. What do you mean? It makes sense to me. Like this guy's pissing me off. But everything that it needs exists. Okay, I'm saying that if you have a time machine and you have something that was already made, let's say you have a flip phone, okay, that was made in 2007, and it's like 2014. You go in a time machine, you go back to 2008 and it's already made, it's gonna be in the machine because it's already made. You transport yourself while the fucking thing stays in place, basically. It makes perfect sense to me. It makes perfect sense to me. I feel like you know, like I'm being like you guys are being mean to me. Cause everything about it is this. You just gotta put it together. So if you have everything that you need to create the phone, put it together. Yeah, I mean you could. I guess if it exists and it already, yeah, I understand that. But I'm saying that. I'm saying like, oh my god, oh my god. This guy is good. No, if I wanted to be mean to you, I would say fuck you, you suck. But I don't. I'm trying to understand why it won't work in your eyes, because it makes no sense for me. Because the phone is basically unmoving. The phone is unmoving. You're only transporting yourself, basically. Okay? You're basically only transporting yourself. The technology already exists. You already have the phone. The phone is just in the machine. It's like if you went into that time period and you just put it right there by yourself. Besides, something is unmoving. It can't be transferred. So you can't transfer a rock. What? What do you mean? A rock is unmoving. What does that mean? Okay, if I put a rock, if I put a 1980 rock in my time machine, then it would be there. It would be there. I transport myself, and the rock would already be there. Hello, Ty. Hello, hello. I'm gonna take a shower. I wish you luck. It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. It actually makes sense to me. It already makes sense to me. It's already there. Like it's already there. Like you're not transporting it. I understand it makes sense to you, but it doesn't to me because I believe that everything comes from something. Okay, but the rock is already old. You know? Same if you, like, okay, let's say if you went to the past and you got something from the 80s. You put it, like, okay. You put it in the machine, it's still there. You know what I mean? Like, it's not transported. It's like keeping a thing there for like 20 years. You know what I mean? Same with electricity. I believe the phone won't work because the time transferred, which is a high amount of electricity is used. Which will shut off the phone until you get it back, but the phone will be there. No, I don't. If I did, we wouldn't have this Okay. Okay. It's like, oh, I'm not going to explain. I hate you. I hate you. Dude, I high-key hate you. Dude, it's actually like, It pisses me off. It actually pisses me off. You're actually like you're pissing me off. You too then, fuck you. Bitch ass motherfucker, I'm trying to understand, but alright, fuck you. No, I'm explaining. I explain. I swear, I'm not delusional because it makes sense to me. It actually makes sense to me. It actually makes so much sense to me that I'm just smart, bro. I'm just smart, and you know, you're the one who claims you can't bring stuff back if it isn't made, despite the fact it can be made. But you haven't made it. You're not fucking Bill Gates, bro. You're not Steve Jobs, bro. You are just Wolf. You know? Doesn't matter. It does matter because you can't invent that shit. You're going to the past to invent shit. You're gonna mess up the timeline. You didn't invent it. So it already has to exist. You don't have to make it. If everything it needs to be made exists. But you didn't make it. You're gonna mess with the timeline. You didn't make it, bro. You didn't make it. Somebody else came up with that combination of stuff to make it. And it wasn't you. So it doesn't exist. Yes, you'll mess with the timeline. But you have the phone. That's what I mean. You can't logically have the phone. Which is why you have to bring shit that was already made. You know, you have to put it in your time machine. And if you go, you transport as a human, as a person. It will be there because it's already made. I'm trying so hard to understand you, but I can't. Being there messes with the timeline. No, it doesn't because it's already made. It doesn't mess with the timeline because it was already made. But you aren't a part of that time. The only time you mess up the timeline is if you see yourself in the past. So, or if you see somebody you know in the past. That's how it works. That's how it works, man. Nope. That's how it works. What do you want about? That's how it works. Oh my god, dude. We are being dead serious. I fucking hate you. Actually, like, I hate you. Because it doesn't mess it up. If you see somebody you know, then yes, it messes up. But if you don't see yourself and you see random ass strangers, it's not gonna mess up the timeline. Let me say this then. If you go to a time, find a friend of your ancestor that you have never met, and you tell them to go for your other ancestors, and they do, it messes up completely. Why the fuck would I do that? All of them are strangers to you. I mean, like, connections, dude. Connections. Connections. If you don't meet somebody connected to you, alright, then it doesn't mess with the timeline. And you know how fucking rare that is? Unless you live in a small ass fucking bumfuck town, alright? Fucking hell. Guys, I swear I'm not delusional. I swear. This is a cross. I'm making a cross with my mouse. Okay? I swear, dude, that I genuinely, I don't know what's going on. Kyle, there's no reason, there's a whole ass explanation to it. It's called the butterfly effect. And that's a plus, you dumb fuck. Can we kill this guy? Can we kill this guy? Butterfly effect. Okay. Butterfly effect is I know you can change one thing and then it all fucking bloom, 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 bloom. However, if you don't meet somebody who's connected to you, then it doesn't fucking matter. If you meet your grandma and she's fucking busting it down at the age of 20, okay, and then you talk to her, of course you're gonna mess it up. Of course you're gonna mess it up because that's your grandma. Okay, like what are we on about? But if you're not connected to somebody, then it doesn't matter. Your voice makes the whole convo worse. Okay. This guy can't talk now cause Kai watches you. Fucking can't stand what a alpha male talk. Can't stand when an alpha male talks. I get it, bro. I get it. I don't want to. I just really don't care. I really don't care. You know what? I've just taken so much shit today. You know? I've taken so much shit today, man. You know? It's like, it's crazy. It's just crazy. Imagine you sit on a chair, which was the last chair, and a stranger was about to sit down in the chair. So you make the stranger leave, and that stranger goes home, angry, just to fight with another stranger that will matter in the future. Who the fuck does this? Like, this is like the most Yakuza scenario ever. Like, people aren't that weird in real life, right? And then he beats his wife when he gets home. Like, what are we on about? I don't know. Like, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. Okay, you take that guy's seat. He's still on the train. He stands on the train. He still makes it to his fucking thing. He says, "Man, that guy took my seat," and then he carries on with his life. So many things. So many small things don't mean a lot to people. It doesn't change them. Unless it's like something a bit important. Okay? Sitting in somebody's seat? Nah. Unless that train was destined to crash. You know? And he survived being the only one in that seat. Yeah. Okay? That would change it, huh? But it's not like, come on. Come on. It's all related to Yakuza, by the way. I'm gonna kill myself. Damn. What is going on? I didn't even do anything. Kinda didn't talk much, but that meant we paid a lot of attention to the other people around here. Part of it was also that Katsumi wasn't good at hiding things. She could tell she couldn't lie to Kaide no matter what. She gave up and decided to say it. Kyle, people believe moving a fucking pebble causes the butterfly effect. That's dumb. It has to mean a bit of something. IMO. Butterfly effect is like if I brutally assaulted a man. Okay, not that serious. It's like if I, let's say same thing with the train. I push somebody out the train before it started. That will be a butterfly effect because you're still not getting to your same destination. And like it matters a bit. Because what happens if you have to wait for another train? What happens if you get fucking murdered? Yeah, when the train is when you're waiting for another one. Yeah, like think about that. That's like butterfly effect. So me giving you an example to explain it. Okay, but it was a Yakuza scenario. This is a Yakuza sub-story. Sub-story 59, bro. Think about it. I literally just talked over this whole conversation where they're about to say, "Oh, my Yuri dies," and you ruined it. You ruined it. Kyle, you appearing in the past is butterfly effect. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not, unless I did something major. And by major, I mean a bit minor. Like I said, pushing somebody and making them miss their chain. Huh? Then that is basically butterfly effect. Because I altered that motherfucker's life. Alright? Come on. If I put a rock in front of a car and that car rolled over it and crashed, you know? That is me changing somebody's life. And changing the events of the future. Butterfly effect says everything that is changed in the past has effects in the future, even if it's the tiniest change. The butterfly effect. Okay, but moving a single pebble, nah. Nah. I don't believe it. Has to be a little bit more significant. Has to be remember the nightmares and the things she can and the things she kept seeing, no matter how much she didn't want to. Dude, are we serious? We're gonna talk about this for another hour. What happened? What happened? I feel like this stream was relatively normal. And I've got nothing accomplished because of this guy. Of course not moving a fucking pebble, bro. That's an exaggeration used to show how intense it is. That's what I mean. If I push somebody off a car, and like I didn't kill him, of course. It was like non-violent. Then that would be butterfly effect. I also see stuff I don't want to every time Cal streams. Big ass 7-head. Me or her? We all know her forehead is bigger than mine.
夏ぐらいからかな。
You?
毎
Nah.
日毎日
Don't agree. I'm gonna get a hat. I'm gonna get a hat for my.
指に私や楓ちゃ
I'm
ん
gonna get a hat
泣いて
for my VTuber model.
どうすることも
I'm
で
gonna
きな
get
く
a
て
big old hat. I'm gonna be Jotaro Kujo. It started in the summer, I think. Every night I would have dreams about Mayushi dying. Every time you and I are there, crying and crying, but nothing we could do. She has reading Steiner. How was the top of your hair? So high up. Dude, it's not though. It's not though. You're delusional.
夕べ見た夢なんか最悪だった。
Bum, ba, ba, bum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. You think the middle of my head is where my forehead is, you know? And you know, that's on you. It's called well, that's not the crown. It's the middle of your head. Either your hair is so tall, it's ridiculous.
突然マユシーが倒れて
I'll make fun of you for that. Or you got a big ass head and I'll make fun of you for that. It's big hair, one. And two, it's the middle of my head. You're thinking my forehead is at the very top of my head. Okay, that's not possible, dude. Unless I'm 46. Unless I'm 46. Maybe she just collapsed right in front of us and she stops moving.
そのマユ
It's
シ
not
ー
even
の
possible. I got the 5 pattern going on.
悲鳴を
So
上げな
you're
がら抱
right.
きしめて
You're right. My hairline starts like at the middle of my head, so you're right. I'm like KSI.
大きな声で叫んでて
She literally has reading Steiner. I have a prediction. Mayuri is gonna die.
ねえどうしちゃったんだろう私なんでこんな夢ばっかり落ち着いて
Not by Yuri, no. Yeah, Yuri is dead.
そうかな
I
そう
killed
な
him.
のか
I'm
な
sorry.
だってまゆりちゃん今日もすごく元気だったでしょ
I killed it. Yuri is dead. Yuri is over. What am I meant to watch now? Yaoi. Well, I mean, sometimes soldiers have to switch over. Yuri over Yaoi. I don't agree. I think you're a chud. Kaede gave Katsumi a gentle shoulder hug.
だから大丈夫
I don't agree.
やだよまゆしが死んだりしたら
This is like supposed to be a serious scene, and I spent like 40 fucking minutes of my life talking about this damn time machine.
そんなことありえないわ絶対に
It probably wasn't that long. It's probably like 20. 20, 30? I don't know. She's like crying. She's like, Mayuri, she keeps on dying in front of my eyes every night she gets hit. And Rintaro cries. He cries and cries. What are we supposed to do? I don't want her to die. And I'm like, what is a time machine? And it's supposed to transport people. But the phones don't transport. It was like 30. Such an important scene, and I just talked over it. It'd go on longer if I wasn't losing brain cells and you weren't getting angry. I was doing it for the content. Okay, you think I'm angry? I can show you angry, and then I turn green. What's up? Why are you green? I could turn green.
うん
No, not green. Sorry, I'm gonna be green cow kaiju. Your black eyes turn red. No, they also turn green. When your eyes turn red, run. I'm sorry to all the Steins fans. All the Steins fans that were, Cal, I love Steins. Please, please, please. Nobody said that, by the way. All the Steins fans that were looking forward to this for me to talk about a fucking stupid ass time machine for 30 minutes. You read that wrong, Cal. Read it again slowly. When your eyes turn red, or run red. Oh, you tricked me, bro. You tricked me. Cal, I love Steins. Please, please. Settle down, Steiner Gators. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for I'm sorry for being stupid and talking over this very important board. Kindness words, we Katsumi calm down a little. She was glad to have an older friend like this. Wow. Hope this doesn't. I hope this doesn't. This doesn't happen. Your time machine sucks. Cause I'm thinking about first made time machines. I'm not thinking about the fucking the later ones. You know, the later models. Common man time machines transport the person. Anyway, it's just your imagination. There's no way something that awful could happen. Okay, fast forward. Fast forward the day before Christmas. Her hand squeezed Katsumi's shoulder tightly. Being held like this made Katsumi feel a lot better. But that night she had nightmares again. Dun dun dun! Yeah, Suzuha! Suzuha has green eyes. I'm delusional. Oh no, she had nightmares. Dude, if you had nightmares every day about your friend getting hit by a car, I'd be scared. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking dreamed of myself dating my ex again. I had it worse. Rather than her seeing her friend get struck by a car every day since summer and it's December, nah. You can't compare to that. Suzuha Amane was about to run out of patience. The cause was the young man in the room with her. Her father. Taro Hashida, aka Taro, his massively obese body was leaning forward over a computer monitor, and he had a dopey grin on his face. He finally gotten up at around 11 a.m., gulped down 3 cups of instant ramen, and now was surfing the internet. See, we get a Daru backshot! Let's go. Let's go, let's go. This is what I needed. Yes, okay. I believe you, man. Backshots? No. Back angle. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Can you believe he gets with that really hot lady? Are we dead ass? She should be mine. But no, she had to have a crush. She's like, no, Daru likes little sister types. And then she gets with this bum.
つうか、リア充メッセーとか名乗ってる本人がリア充じゃん。リアルに嫁いるとか、汚すぎる。ぐぬぬぬぬ、ぼっちの味方だと思ってたのに。
Okay, only, you know what? Maybe Dara has like some good qualities. Think about that, you know? Maybe I just can't see it. You know, maybe he's like maybe he has really good qualities. He's you, Cal. That's not true! That's not true. What would I'm a normie. I'm basically a normie. But better hair. Yeah, maybe.
と思ったら、もうアットちゃんもツイポも炎上してた件について。
Well, TIO, that action in Twitter are already pissed off.
僕としたことが出遅れた。これまでの流れをちゃんとチェックしないと。
You're telling me this? Maybe he is me. You know, he's a Twitter user.
父さん。
はい。
Dude, they made him uglier in this game. It's like impossible. How did they do it? You know, he got low-key class. Low-key had class in the last game. Dad. Yeah, okay. Mayuri was trying to get Yuki to get with Daru because they literally get together and then Suzuha is their kid. So Suzuha called her father. It's who he was after all. So there was nothing else to call her. Suzuha was a time traveler from the year 2030. They're literally explaining it to you, you know, because apparently you watched me play, you know, Steins 5 million years ago, but you know, you didn't remember the event, so they're refreshing you. And 7 years from now, he will become her father.
いい加減にしなよ。一日中ゴロゴロして食べるかネットを見るかゲームをしてるかばっかり。即席麺やお菓子ばかり食べてると体に病変を生じるって警告しても治そうともしない。
Dude, but you know in the future he's like different, so like. In fact, his PC desk was covered with snacks. She cleaned up it regularly, but it never seemed to make a difference.
運動だってしろって言ってるのに全然しない。
She's so worried. She's so worried about her father. Wow, this is so sweet. While fucking Daru wears these red-ass suspenders, dude. Suzuha realized she was complaining more than usual, but she had to say it anyway.
そんなんじゃ将来。
And then she realized that Itara wasn't even listening to her. His eyes were fixed on the computer monitor. He moved his mouse out of sight, but she could still hear him clicking it. He's a normie. He is.
話を聞きなさい。
Look at this normie. This normie gets a beautiful wife. A beautiful wife. It's fine. It's fine. Cause you know what? In 7 years' time, I'm gonna be married with children too. So, you know, me and Daru, we're like alike. Except not. I don't wanna claim kinship to Daru. Yeah, we cool. Dude, this is so unfair, so unfair. Suzuha approached her father from behind and put the hairspray can she's been hiding up to his neck. Itara seemed to think it was a gun. He stuck his hands up. Just like this worked. They worked because she told him that she survived in the Third World War. And the wars and chaos of 2036, and that she was ready to draw a gun and pull the trigger whenever she needed to. I'm gonna threaten my father so he straightens up and stops being a dirty otaku.
怒られるのは父さんの方。
はい、すみません。でもさ、僕の秘密の仕事知ってるっしょ？あれが結構忙しいんだよ。僕ぐらいのハッカーになると引く手あまたでさ。
スーパーハッカー。
適当に済ませざるを得ないっつうか。海外のクライアント相手だと時差もあって昼夜逆転しちゃうっつうか。
未来の父さんもそんなことばっかり言って母さんに叱られてた。
No, she's calling you out, dude. How did she get with Daru? I'm back. Took a nap because of him. Oh, welcome back. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. By the way, Huntress, nothing happened.
100歩譲って
You didn't miss out on
仕方ないと
anything.
しても
So
これ以上健康を損ねるような食事は許容範囲外。
you didn't miss out on anything. You know that's a good thing.
だけど仕事もそうだけどタイムマシン
Just having good old fun with you. Wow, that's the nicest thing. That's the nicest thing Huntress has ever said to me. Wow. Wow, dude, my heart grew 3 times with the Grinch.
甘えてるよ父さん
She's gonna literally straighten out her own dad, though. It's true. It's true. Did I lie? Did I lie? SZA was always amazed that her dad managed to survive the future wars. But since the time machine research would affect the future, and eventually SZA's very presence here, she can tell him to stop. Even after Rintaro Okabe stopped coming to the future gadget lab, Itara had kept working on the time machine all by himself. SZA never said a word about it. And if she did, it might create a time paradox.
タイムマシンを作るのに未来から来た
I
タイ
need to
ムマ
bully
シ
you
ンを
with
操
love,
作しちゃダメだ
with
から
love more.
ね
Yeah, I think everybody should be nice to me, you know? I've just been called a dumb ass for like 30 minutes by Wolf, you know? And I really like, I really just want people to be nice to me. Then crush your hopes and dreams. Okay. Okay, I don't care. I don't care. Everybody has to be mean to me because they like being mean to me. You know? I'm like a punching bag. I'm not dumb. She decided to warn him again.
分かってるよそんなことでも時々自信なくな
I'm
る
a
んだ
chip.
よね僕本当にタイムマシンなんて
What the fuck does that mean? What does that even mean? What is this guy all about?
当然だよしっかりして
はい
SZA took her the hairspray can off his neck.
ちょてっきり銃だと思ったらなんというハッタリ
You know what's so funny? I forget me and Doro are the same height. Doro's like 5'4", dude. You know? I would expect him to be like around like Rintaro's height. But I think that's only because of how they had in the first game. Like he looked taller. Like I feel like he's more in frame here. But maybe that's just my delusion.
次は本物使うからね
それマジ勘弁
SZA put the can of hairspray back on the shelf. It was something Rintaro Okabe had left when he lived in the lab. It was still here since his owner never came back for it.
漫画とかゲームだとさ父親を叱る娘ってのはもっとこう燃えるんだけどな
See, this is why, you know? It's like you can't have a normal conversation. How does he get her?
すずはすずはちょっとさもうダメだよパパって言ってみてくんないできれば甘やかすような口調でなんでもないでござる
Her dad shrank from SZA's glare. How did he get a girl before us? That's what I'm saying, dude. She was like so sad when he was like, "Oh, I don't think I'm his type." She was so sad for this guy. How is it possible? How is it possible? Where is it? Where is it? He's wearing suspenders and fingerless gloves, dude. Maybe that was the fashion statement of the time of 2011 or whatever, 2010. You know, maybe that was a fashion statement, so maybe I can't talk. Maybe he was like really dapper. But man, it's not fair. SZA sighed loudly and dropped herself on the sofa. She leaned back against the headrest and stared at the ceiling, then closed her eyes.
どうしたん
なんでも
Like, how does it happen?
隠しても無駄なのだぜすずはのなんでもないってのは話を聞いてほしいって意味っしょ
See, right here, he actually looks taller than he actually is. I feel like I feel like I've searched it, and then he was like around my height, like 5'4", 5'6". He's like he's short. Like Rintaro's like the tallest. What do you mean us? Don't put me in that category. No. Us. Okay, we all know. You're okay, if you have a girlfriend, she's fake. Did you know that? Yeah, all of us.
ほら、話してみるといいよ。
By us, we mean us, okay? We didn't stutter. See, this he pulled it off. He pulled it off with the cap, the button up, the suspenders. This is what I gotta do. Fingerless gloves. He pulled it off. This is what we all have to do. We all have to be Daru. We are Daru. We are Daru. Daru sounded very serious. Suzu's eyes went wide for a moment, but then she realized.
そのセリフ
Nah, I'd rather have a femboy or a twink
この
mom.
前プレイ
Girls are
して
icky.
た
That means you
ギャ
don't
ルゲーム
have
あった
one.
よね
So that means, yeah, we are Daru. We are Daru, bro. Except we're not, because Daru's like a perv. He's a perverted gentleman, as he says. I'm not a perv. Go for cow. It's the way I don't fit any of those categories. It's the way I don't fit any of those categories, so fuck off.
それでフラグが成立するんだっけ
This guy is trying to palm me off for what? She's been living here for 3 months. How many months? And was starting to learn a little bit about Akihabara's culture, circa 2010.
父さん間違っても私を
See, wearing this in 2010 is like a fashion statement, though. Like he put it on, bro.
ねえよ。実は
Honestly, I wish these weren't red, and maybe it would be good. Like, how you gonna put red? You're wearing an orange cap. Maybe make it orange or black or something.
本当かな未来の父さんはちょっと怪しかった
え
私が思春期になってからもよく一緒にお風呂入ろうって誘われたな
We are not Daru. We are not Daru. Kaiju is an enigma. Yeah, you guys don't know me. You guys don't know me. Like I didn't know Daru. See, every time I kind of resonate with Daru, he does some fuck shit. You know? Maybe there's a humble explanation, you know?
何それ怖い。
私は軍属だったし父さんはタイムマシンの開発に追われてたからいつも一緒にいられるわけじゃなかったけどとにかくベタベタしてきたよ鬱陶しいくらいにね
Oh, she was lying. Oh my god. I was like, no way. We are Daru. Maybe we are Daru. Maybe we are Daru. Maybe she was lying. She was lying to straighten him out. Cause he's a hentai connoisseur. He's a sexy visual novel player, you know? Maybe that was it. She was trying to straighten him out. You know, scared straight. She was like, you're gonna grow up into a pervert. You know, maybe that was it. Her dad looked honestly depressed, you know, because he's not fucking with it. And she realized that she'd gone too far.
父さんはさいつも私に言ってくれてたよ
And then Wyman is like really, like this sense of, like this lovely music. And then it's like something. You always said to me, let's bathe together.
ここは最低最悪の世界線だけど私が誕生したことだけは最高だって
Ah, that's nice. That's
私
nice.
未来の父さんを失望させたくないんだだから絶対にオカリンおじさんを説得しなきゃ
大丈夫。失望したりしないって絶対に。
そうかな
うん。
けどねおじさんは どうしても話を聞いてくれないよ。
I don't know. It's like he kind of went in the past with you and then like killed his girlfriend. Methinks.
このままじゃおじさんは過去へ行かない。マキセ・クリスを救出しない。シュタインズゲートにも到達しない。
Steins Gate mentioned. Steins Gate. That's the name of the mysterious well line her dad told her about in 2036, where World War III might not occur. Leading Rintaro Okabe to that world line was her mission. But right now, it wasn't going well. July had come to 2010, and just like the mission had called for her, she succeeded in sending Rintaro Okabe to July 28th. But then she failed, and he wasn't going to try again. Every time they met, she tried to convince him, but who knew if her words were having any effect?
結局、第三次世界大戦に世界線は収束して、大勢の人たちが殺戮される。それを変えるために私は来たのに。
You're betting all on this really depressed guy. Like, it's like, dude, like, I can't blame him. Why is, everything's on this guy's shoulders, only because he fucked up. He fucked up at the ripe age of, like, 18. It's so messed up. So that's something else she had to do here in Akihabara in December 2010. Besides convincing Rintaro Okabe, it meant she was running around every day. The exhaustion was taking its toll on her. During the war, she'd been able to keep herself sharp at all times, and this level of exhaustion wouldn't have meant anything. The relaxed atmosphere of 2010 was actually making her realize how tired she was. She was feeling very sleepy right now, actually. Whoops. She was surprised of how willing she was to fall asleep in such an undefended position. But she didn't think she could beat the temptation. And then suddenly, she felt something extremely cold on the back of her neck. Oh, okay. She snapped awake in an instant. Dun dun dun. Her moves after that were lightning quick. She jumped up and slid behind the massive body in front of her, which obviously belonged to Itaru. Then grabbed his arm and twisted it as she dropped him to the floor. She went to draw the gun at her hip, and her hand swiped through the empty air. And then she came back to reality. Her gun was hidden. She wasn't carrying it. This wasn't 2036. She has PTSD. We're getting another Daru backshot. Let's go. She came to Dr. P, clattered to the floor. It must have been what he put on her neck.
何するの、父さん。
He just wanted Dr. Pepper. Come on, come on.
ぼーっとしてたから、危うく殺しちゃうとこだったよ。そういう訓練受けてきたんだから、シャレじゃ済まないんだって。
わかったから話してくださり。言いたいでござるの巻。
まったくもう。
Wow. Dude, she has PTSD, bro. This is crazy, bro. Why did you even do that? Why did you even think about that? Giselle let her father go. Daru's looking a bum. But you know what? He's supposed to be like a really cool guy in the future. So, I don't know. Itaru rubbed his arms and stood up, then grabbed the cans of Dr. P off the floor. He offered one to Suzuha.
つかさ、諦めんの早すぎだろう。もうちょっと頑張ってみるのだぜ。多分、オカリンは疲れて眠ってるだけだから、今みたいに冷たいドッグでも首筋に当ててやれば飛び起きるんじゃね？なんせほら、あのオカリンだし。
It's cooked. She realized her dad was trying to cheer her up and nodded. And then she heard footsteps coming up the stairs and some slightly off-key humming. Hey. You don't have to call it off-key. Their eyes met. Just the sound was enough to tell them who it was. Dun, dun, dun.
Okie dokie.
Suzuha moved fast, maybe even faster than when she knocked her father to the ground. She quickly and suddenly jumped behind the curtain that separated the lab's development room from the rest of it. She's never gonna get any sleep. She's never gonna sleep again. As she hid beneath the desk, there was a knock at the door. Whom is this? Suzuha knew that voice, of course. It's her ma. I know it. I knew it. I know it. It was her mom. I knew it! I knew it, dude. She could tell from the noises he was making that her dad was panicking. There was another knock. Ding, ding, ding.
Hi, 今出る.
Yutaro went to open the door. Suzuha took a deep breath and concentrated her mind. She remembered the time she spent 3 days and 3 nights on the battlefield with no food and nothing to drink, constantly aiming her rifle at the target. She erased any trace of her presence that could give her away. Her breathing started to become shallow.
Dad, don't screw this up, okay?
天音、今日はまゆしと待ち合わせ?
Are we dead ass? Are we dead ass? Are we dead ass? See what I mean though? How does he do it? How does he do it? I'm gonna kill this guy. Tara came back into the room with the girl.
はい、お料理の特訓をすることになっているんですけど。
It's not possible. It's not possible. She could hear plastic bags rustling. She must have brought the ingredients.
まゆし来てないんだよね。
そうですか。ちょっと来るの早かったかな。
She did it on purpose because she likes him. It's not fair. Yuki Amane. This is the name Amane suggested. She was Suzuha's mother in the future. In other words, the two of them in the other room were supposed to get married.
まあ、約束があるならそのうち来るんじゃないかな。
Holy shit, it's not Dr. Eggman! He is. He's Dr. Eggman. He's widowy him. And hello, Mike.
待っていてもいいですか?
Dude! Oh my god! He looks funny. He does. And he gets with this lady right here. It's impossible. It's impossible. How is this possible, dude?
もちろん、ここで料理もするんでしょ。
はい。
She loves him, dude. She loves him. She loves him. It's unfair.
まゆしのはあんまり食べたくないよ。
大丈夫ですよ。まゆりちゃん、すごく上達してるんですから。
へへ。
Itara was clearly nervous. As far as Suzuha knew, the only girl he acted that way was around Yuki Amane. Suzuha and Mayuri were practically family, and he got along fine with Big Sis Rumi, Ferris Nyan, who worked at the cafe next door. So it wasn't that he didn't know how to act around girls. Well, he doesn't. But for some reason, he always acted different when she was around. She told him that Yuki would be his wife someday. It was too late to do anything about that now, but maybe it was a mistake, she thought.
今日は妹さんはお留守ですか?
It's so unfair. It's so unfair, guys. It's so unfair.
え、あ、うん。
そうですか。
Itara Hashida's sister was none other than Suzuha herself. Around the same time, Suzuha started spending all her time in the lab. Yuki had become friends with Mayuri and Itaro and began visiting more frequently, which meant that avoiding her was almost impossible. She was forced to tell Yuki that she was Itaro's little sister. But still, she wanted to keep contact to a minimum in order to keep Yuki from finding out somehow. That was why she was hiding.
そうそう。どうですこの服。 この
All
前
I
買
can
っ
do
た
is
んで
just
すけど
shake my head, dude. What do you think about this outfit? I just bought it. It's got a back shot. Yuki showed no signs of noticing Suzuha. She was twirling around in the center of the room as if she was a fashion show. Yuki was a cosplayer and wanted as many people as possible to see her dressed up. Mayuri had told Suzuha that once before. In fact, Yuki and Mayuri spent a lot of time complimenting each other's outfits.
いいよ、すごくいい。
本当ですか？
うわー、天使
No
来
way.
たこれって感じ。
ありがとうございます。橋田さんもおしゃれしましょうよ。ちょっとだけ痩せれば結構素敵だと思うな。
はははは。
私
Ahaha.
本気ですよ。
おお。
Wow, this is a great conversation, guys. Itara Hashida and Yuki Imane. As he listened to their awkward conversation, Suzuha remembered the last time she said goodbye to her dad. Oh, in 2036. Oh.
父さん、治安部隊が万世橋まで来てる。
Uh-oh.
ということは、ここが発見されるのも時間の問題かな。あらかじめ流しておいた偽の情報も効果なかったか。
急ごう。
おう、開けるぞ。
すごい。
They're never gonna show us, darling. They're never gonna show us him.
こ
It's all a
れ
mystery.
なら誰にも見つからないね。
And then, bam, he dies.
さあ、中へ。
ここって。
Oh, there he is. He looks the exact same. Like, why is he so on his ass? This guy had never changed, bro. The room was almost totally empty and covered from top to bottom in soundproofing materials. Not only were there no windows, there wasn't even a door to the hallway. The building they were in once was a symbol of old Akihabara, before it was almost entirely destroyed by an air raid during the last days of the Third World War. World War. It's such a hard, like, sequence of words, you know? Only a few people knew about the secret room inside it. The biggest reason was it's secret. Who the fuck is this? A silhouette of what looked like a satellite sitting in the corner.
これタイムマシンだよね。
Well, now you have to go in there.
これがタイムマシン。
It's kind of drippy though. Lab coat, shirt, like the joggers, and then like sandals. This is better drip. This is better drip than what he was wearing. What he was wearing, you know, in 2010.
かがり、危ないからあんまり近づくな。
Suzuha spoke to the little girl, clutching Mayuri's hand. Most of the children in this area had skin inflammation somewhere on their body from all the radioactive rain, but she didn't. Her name was Kagari Shina. What? Her registration form said she was 10 years old, but no one knew if that was true. She was an orphan who lost her parents in the Tokyo air raids when she was a baby, and no one even knew her birthday. She was adopted. The name Kagari had been given to her by Mayuri, who was working at the child welfare center that had taken her in. He took it from the word Kagaribi, meaning bonfire, and hoped that she could be the light even in the dark days. Wow, that's smart. It had been 4 years since Mayuri had adopted her, and her name on the registration form had become Kagari Shina.
綺麗だね、ママ。そうね。
And now you have to go. Bam, bam, bam. Biometrics. Suzuha motioned for the Shinas to step back and put her right hand and right eye up to the time machine sensor. The biometrics check cleared and the hatch slid open. She went inside and fastened herself into the seat.
これほど長時間の有人ジャンプは初めてだが、技術的には全く問題ない。これまでのテストジャンプ通りやればいいからな。
He's Mr. Serious, bro.
Okie dokie.
Suzu began to flip the switches, working her way through the start-up procedure. She practiced it hundreds of times in preparation for this day. The faint rumble of the machine began to get louder.
データによれば、昔のラジカンはちょうどこの場所が屋上
Like, even his voice is like serious. He's Mr. Serious,
高さが
bro.
1メートルほどずれてるからな。
He knows
着
stuff.
地するときに衝撃があると思う。
He's a nowhere. Daru is a nowhere now.
了解。
The time machine could move through time, but not space. To arrive at the radio building more than 60 years in the past, she needed to launch from right there.
トラブルが起きても冷静にな。トレーニングを思い出せばいい。
大丈夫だよ。私は父さんのマシンを信じてるから。
Her words must have meant a lot to him, because he stuck out his lips towards her. She squished them back with her hand.
気持ち悪い。
Wow, what a guy.
鈴葉は父さんが嫌いかい？
What a guy.
父さんがやるとなんか下心があるみたいだから。
いくらなんでも娘相手に下心なんてねえよ。
最近母さんに似てきたハスハスとか言ってたのはどこの誰？
We are not Daru. I thought she was joking, you know? Her mother wasn't here. She became a victim of the war, brutally killed by the peacekeeping squads.
冗談を真に受けないでくれたまえ。
I don't know, man.
なんだ冗談だったの？
Suzu's voice sounded kind of disappointed. She set the destination for August 13th, 1975. Her first mission was there.
これでよし。それじゃあ父さん、まゆ姉さん。
She was about to say her goodbyes, but then, dun dun dun. They all die. Bam, bam.
屋上からだ。突入してくるぞ。
くそ、思ったより早い。
Suzu drew her gun from a holster. She was about to get out of the time machine, but her dad stopped her.
ダメだ。さっさと飛べ。
You just gotta go. Yeah, don't think about us. We don't even exist anymore, you know?
でも父さんたちが。
I mean, I guess they still do exist in the world line. You know, it's just like the same question that KURISUUU was asking before she, you know, disappeared. Like, nobody will be here, you know? Everybody will be gone, except me.
俺たちのことはいい。早く行け、鈴葉。
そんな、だって。
マヤシ、係ちゃんを。
Wait, what?
こ
Huh?
のマシンにはもう一人乗れる。
What? Marine and Suzu's father picked up the stunned Kagari and stuffed her into the time machine.
すずちゃん、係をお願い。
Where the hell is she then?
わかった。
Ding, 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 ding. If Suzu's mission succeeded, the world line would be rebuilt. It was likely that the present Kagari would cease to exist. It might have been pointless to send her. But even so, a mother wants her child to live. That's how Suzu's mom was too.
ママ。
Bye bye. Bye bye, Kagari. Bye bye. Kagari finally seemed to understand what was going on. She called out to her mom.
やだ。やだよ。嫌。
You know what's crazy? You know, I like that the fact that Mayuri, she's been wearing the same shit for 26 years, you know? Like, it just never went out of style. It just never went out of style. Dara changed it up, and she just stays wearing the same shit. And she's wearing current day. You know? Don't switch up on your day ones, guys. If an outfit works, it works. Unless it's fucking a green button up and suspenders, you know?
大丈夫だよかがりちゃん
But you know what? After 26 years, guess who still has the fingerless gloves? Daru.
ダメママも一緒じゃなきゃダメ
And then she dies. She dies. Pshoo! She dies. It's really sad.
過去へ行けば
No, where is she though? It's been 3 months.
昔のママ
Like,
がいる
come
よ
on.
今よりずーっと若くてかがりちゃんびっくりするだろうな
Maria handed Kaguri a tiny keychain. It looked old. It might have been a brightly colored green once, but now it was completely faded.
ママがずっと
Oh my god, it's the Oopa or whatever.
ウーパのキーホルダー
Oh,
だよ
it is.
かがりちゃんにあげる大事にしてね
Me and my green Oopa. Once it was pressed firmly into Kaguri's hand, she stepped back. Maria was smiling while weeping at the same time.
いや行きたくないママと一緒にいる
Where the hell did she go?
ママ
Well, some things just don't pan out the way we want them
ダ
to.
メかがりおとなしくしてなさい
Kaguri fell silent immediately. Even Suza had never heard Mayuri use that tone of voice. That's how harshly she scolded her daughter. Wow. We gotta go! They're like on the roof! Alright. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? See, this is why, I think this is why, you know, this is a serious moment. You know, this is a serious moment. Who's who? Shut up. This is a serious moment. We're watching a little girl cry for her mom. And then you fart right in her face? But she felt a little ashamed. You should feel ashamed. Wow. Okay. Yes. She farted at me. Okay, I don't believe that though. I don't believe that. You know why? Because girls don't fart. Kaguri was quietly weeping, unmoving.
閉めるぞ
Dude! You can't do that. You can't do that, bro. You can't do that. Who is this guy? Shame, shame, shame. Just did. Dude, I'm gonna be praying. I'm gonna be praying when you run out of points. It's gonna be so fun. Oh, thank you. I mean, never mind. Thank you. Wow. Thank you. Wow. Thank you. I will hydrate and I will stretch. Wow. Thank you. I never said what I said. Ten thank yous. 10 reps of thank you. 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 I don't know if that was 10. I didn't count. This time, the hatch really did begin to close. The inside of the machine and the outside of it. The two worlds were about to completely cut off from one another. Whether Suzu's mission was successful or not, she would probably never see any of them again.
本当にかがりをお願いね
Well, I mean, Kaguri's not here, so I don't know what to say.
おかりに伝えてスタインズゲートは必ずあるって
The Steins Gate is real!
絶対に諦めるな大バカ野郎ってな
オキドキ
And if she didn't do that, she wasted 3 months. The Steins Gate is real! And then the door was sealed shut, and Mayuri and Taru's voices disappeared along with the chaos outside.
父さん大好き
She whispered towards the door, now sealed shut.
行くよかがり過去へ
Dun dun dun. She booted up the time machine. Oh, my eyes, my eyes, my eyes, dude.
橋田さん掃除機はどこ
Silla snapped back to reality. What the fuck is Kagari, bro? Or maybe she died. Maybe she didn't, she didn't make it, of course. I don't know. Where the fuck did she go? Yuki was getting closer to the development room. She was hiding it.
そのカーテンの危な
この奥
No, not behind the curtain.
あ僕が持ってくる
Tyler motioned for her to stop and then quickly slid into the room. As he reached down to pick up the vacuum off the floor, his gaze locked with Suzuha as she hid under the desk.
バレないようにしてよ父さん
オキドキ
ありましたか掃除機
Where's Kagari? Where the hell is Kagari?
あうん
Dun dun. Thank you. Evidently, Yuki was trying to be nice by cleaning up. The place was pretty messy right now. Knowing Yuki's personality, Suzuha could imagine she'd want to clean it. Tara grabbed what looked like a vacuum cleaner off the floor and left the development room.
何ですかそれ
未来ガジェット5号機
Future gadget number 5.
分解すれば普通の掃除機として使えるはず
Bruh.
お掃除するための掃除機なのに分解したらかえって散らかすことになりません橋田さんって頭がいいのに
Dude, it's not fair! 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 I don't want to believe it.
そうかな
でもそういう人の方が私好きだな
Not fair.
なんだって
Not fair as my dog barks her head off. Tara started to pain again, and Suzuha sighed.
ただ生活については見直した方がいいと思うんですお部屋の掃除はできれば毎日した方がいいですよここ
They're literally
特に埃っ
opposites.
ぽいですし
It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair.
それだけじゃありません食事のこともそうです今日もカップ麺だったんでしょ
She knows by the smell. She knows by the smell of his pores that he had instant
なんで
noodles.
知ってるん
お台所に食べ残したまま放置されてます
Ah, never mind.
なるほど
それにお菓子もこんなにたくさん食べ過ぎだっていつも言ってるのに
一応気をつけてはいるのだぜ
Bam, bam, dum.
一応じゃダメです
I'm happy to get my dog. Not
あ
gonna
んまり
lie.
カップ麺やお菓子ばかり食べてると病気になっちゃいますよあと
Not gonna lie.
少しは運動すること
うん
Dun, dun, dun. I'm trying to get like a key point, but I talked so much during this one stream, you know, like I don't know. Yuki and Mane was saying the exact same thing that Suzuha had just said. Perhaps they really were mother and child. Suzuha was just beginning to feel a little homesick when she sensed another visitor approaching. It's gonna be Mayuri. Let's go. See, she wore the same thing for 26 years. She knew it worked. She knew it was like a banger outfit. Door to the lab opened and a greeting she heard many times before resounded throughout the room.
ごめんねゆきさんちょっと遅れちゃった
Dun, dun. It was Mayuri coming to see Yuki. But there's another presence there too. Dun, dun,
こんにち
dun.
は
Oh.
田辺さんも一緒だったんですね。
Oh, what?
Oh,
See, he's
Okarin.
depressed, dude.
Sashiburi-chan.
He's depressed. We're like relying on this guy, and he's like so traumatized, you know. It's sad. It's sad. I crowed, dude. Steins Gate is real.
ああ、久しぶり。
When she heard his voice, this is a ground her teeth a little. He's been avoiding you, and now he's here. Like, come on. I'm actually just gonna say, after I guess after she's done talking, you know, I'll wait, you know, cause I'm gonna end it. But you know, I'll wait a little. She's talking, so you know, I gotta let my goat MAKISE Kirisen speak, you know.
なんだって？
聞こえなかった？興味深いと言ったの。
What's interesting, bro?
まさか行きたいとか言い出すんじゃないだろうな。
ぜひお願い。
話すべきじゃなかったな。
I was standing in the middle of Ikebukuro with a smartphone in one hand, staring up at the sky. This is how people will talk to their like chat GPT girlfriend. They're like, where do you want to go for lunch? You know? And then they put their body pillow like on the other side of the table. Like it's pretty epic. I've been trying to talk to the Amadeus Kirisu as much as possible lately. Sometimes I would contact her, sometimes Kirisu would contact me. It didn't feel any different than having a friend who lived in the real world. Talking on a smartphone in a crowded place like this was a little embarrassing, but I told myself that compared to things I used to do, it was nothing. I chosen harmless topics for our discussion, but it was still reminding me of how much, so much, of talking to the old Kurisu that I sometimes forget myself. I done that just now when I accidentally told her about the lab. She had seized on it. Oh, and now that's why we're here to the lab, right?
ああ、いや。
Yeah, no.
どっち？
ないよ。
Kisu had been part of the lab in the Alpha World Line. In this world line, she died before ever becoming a lab member. Of course, she'd never even known where it was.
お前は勘違いしているようだから言っておく。ラボと言ってもラボじゃない。ただのお遊びサークルだ。それに。
Giselle was living there right now, and Dara spent a lot of time there. If they found out about Kirisu, things could get complicated. They're like, she's still alive! No way! Well, she's not alive, you know, but it's a robot.
なんでもない。
いずれにせよ、外の世界をいろいろ見て回ってみたい。今までは先輩や教授と話すときも研究室の中ばかりだったから。
Dude, this is gonna blow up Rintaro's phone. Think about it. This is like a high, like a very, very intense program running on his phone. It's gonna blow up. That's why I'm out here early on a Sunday morning, taking you around Ikebukuro. 10 a.m. Even at this hour, the area in front of Ikebukuro station was crowded. It was going to get even more crowded as it got closer to noon.
なんなら
Once you wake up at like 8,
乙女ロード
bro.
まで連れて行く覚悟はしていたんだけどな。
何よそれ。
お前の知らない世界
It's
が
like a
広がっ
road.
ている場所だな。
Maiden's Road is a road, dude.
本当に興味が湧いたか？
そんなわけあるか。
It's a taku spot.
とにかく今日はあんたのラボに連れて行ってよ。
Okay, we're gonna make it to the lab.
私に話して聞かせた以上、
Bum,
責
bum,
任を取りなさい。
bum.
よろしくね。
And then she hung up. was like I was her own personal taxi service. Kurisu could have moved around on her own, so there was no getting around that, but
まったく
he hung up immediately.
わがままなやつめ
I got hung up by my chat GPT girlfriend. So sad. She didn't seem to think very highly of me. At this rate, she might start treating me worse than a servant. The real Kurisu was one thing, or no, maybe it wasn't. But treated that way by an artificial Kurisu was incredibly humiliating. Wouldn't it be humiliation for all of humanity?
これはなんとかすべきかもしれん
Yeah, maybe you should go to the lab for the first time in 3 months. As I mumbled to myself. Oh my god, Mayuri!
オカリ
Marie called out to me. I forgot we went with her. She was carrying a lot of bags. It was probably materials for one of her costumes.
ねえねえ
Dun,
今
dun,
誰
dun.
かと話してなかった
You don't want to know. You don't want to know. It's really depressing. It's kind of the girl I like over you.
お今のは大学のゼミの友達だ
そっか今日も遊びに行くの
いや今日は別に予定はない
And now you didn't deny it. Now you gotta go to the lab, man.
まゆりはこれからバイトか
ラボでユキさんと待ち合わ
ラボ
Dude, come on. It's time to go back. It's time to go back. It's itching at you. You're like an addict, dude. Was this a good timing or bad timing?
せそうだオカリンも久しぶりに一緒に行かない
Dun.
ユキさんの手料理も食べられるよ
It's not fair. It's just not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair.
マユシーも頑張って作る予定なのです
Okay, you know what? I don't want any of that.
どう
But it's fine.
かな
Well, I mean, yeah, we have to go, we have to go back and Steins skated up or whatever. In the end, I went with her.
えへへ
ずいぶん嬉しそうだな
嬉しいよ
It's time for you to go back to your old self. Okay? Non-emo Rentaro. Maria had been smiling the whole time. But I was the opposite. The minute I got here, I was so nervous. I felt like I was about to throw up. I didn't really want to see Sizzle.
あおお岡部じゃねえか
Mr. Tanoji! Alright. The door to the broad tube workshop on the first floor opened, and it came out the building. Owner Yugo Tanoji.
店長さんてってる
Bam, ba-da-dum, bam, da-dum.
おう
Yeah, oh my god.
T シャ
I
ツ
hope
一
he's
枚で
good.
寒くないですか
Dun.
ふん鍛えてるからな
When I've been when I've been living in the lab, I give him the nickname Mr. Braun. It's been a long time since I seen him.
岡部
Yeah, so
その様子
long
じゃ
that he's using his
ちゃ
first
んと
sprite.
大学
Dude.
生やっ
It's
てるみたいじゃ
crazy.
ねえか
Yeah, you know, I'm a normie, bro. He's a normie now.
どうもそういえば家賃ってどうしてるんだっけ
I asked Mayuri instead of him. He used to give it directly to Noji, but
橋田がちゃんと振り込んでくれてるから安心しな
oh, okay.
そうですか
I don't like the music playing. Like it's very suspenseful.
おう
Like I'm expecting something that's not gonna happen. This man, was he around there in this world line too? Sorry, I'm getting a message. You know, important stuff. From Maho. How did things go with Kurisu after that? No problems. Can we do something about her mouth? What the fuck does that mean? I want to talk to Maho too. I want to talk to Maho too. Yeah. Huh? What? No, absolutely not. Don't say that. Let me switch between the two of them. Not happening. Not for you. Alright. Sorry. It was a joke. I didn't think you'd get so mad. If I knew your electronic double could be spilling secrets about your private life, and you have no clue, it would freak you out too. I mean, I know it shouldn't happen, but it doesn't mean it won't. You're right. Can you let me switch between them? Okay, there's no way I could ask him. I couldn't help but be wary of him. That's why I started to put some distance between us. If nothing else, I avoided trying to interact with him.
じゃあね、あんま暴れんなよ。
Tenozi saw that I had gone silent and went back inside. Marie looked over to me with a worried expression.
大丈夫？やっぱり帰る？
It's fine, you know.
行こう。
Let's go. Brum brum. Tenozi didn't matter. What mattered was, why was I here? Did I feel like something needed to change? Or did I really want to show Curious to the lab? Oh, dude, he's feeling this to change. I went up the stairs, still unsure of the answer. And then he has a heart attack. Marie went in first. He has a heart attack right there. He goes, "Sprah!" And his heart like collapses in his fucking sternum or whatever. His heart collapses, dude. I peeked inside the room. Daru and Yuki were there. Their eyes went wide when they saw me.
岡部さんも一緒だったんですね。
お、オカリン、久しぶりじゃん。
ああ、久しぶり。
Yeah, it's been a while, guys. So, welcome me. I quickly scanned the room. There was no sign of Suza. Part of me was a little relieved.
入っても。
自分のラボで遠慮とかねえよ。
Yes, your lab, bro.
それもそうか。さすがにこの状況でクリスを呼び出すことはできなさそうだな。
What if she calls you? I followed Marie to the lab and tried to relax my legs by sitting on the couch, but I didn't feel relaxed at all. It felt like my skin was crawling. I glanced over at Yuki.
ゆきさん、そのお洋服かわいい。
She's an egg. She's an egg. She's an egg.
まゆりちゃんにそう言ってほしくて着てきたんだよ。いいなぁ、まゆしんも着てみたいのです。後でお洋服取り替えっこしてみる？サイズ合うかな？
I heard about Yuki's future from Suza too. I have to answer it.
なんだ
He's like, what the? It's me. I'm answering. Okay.
そろそろラボに着いた頃かと思って。
I have to find out what happens, you know? I'm curious. I'm curious, guys. I'm curious. I'm John Steins basically. Basically, sort of, kinda. I'm basically John Steins and I kind of want to know. I kind of want to know, like, what happened, you know? I felt like she was going to call us, you know? I called it out literally like 2 minutes ago. I ran into the development room in the back, clutching my smartphone. No! Suzu! Suzu's right there, bro.
お前結構暇なんだな。
Don't you? And then he says, don't you, Kurisu? And then she says, no! You know, it's gonna be a lot of drama. I know it. I know it.
どうして声を潜める？もしかして私のことをお友達には知られたくないとか？
Cause you're a robot. Don't make it sound like that. I didn't even check with Mao and Dr. Liskena to see if it was okay to tell other people about Amadeus.
まあいいわ。状況はなんとなく理解した。
Kurisu lowered her voice as well.
少しでいいから部屋の中を見せて。カメラを掲げてくれるだけでいい。
No, no, she's right under the desk. She's right under there. Under where? She's right under there, bro. I sighed and held up the smartphone to my chest, and I spun around once, like I was taking a video with my camera.
汚すぎ。
What? Fuck you.
最初の感想がそれか。
ごめん、言い直す。ガラクタだらけね。
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll give you that. That wasn't much better. Well, it was true. Wait, me and Rintaro, we're on the same wavelength.
研究室というのはどこも雑然となるものだけど、それにしてもこれはいい。
This is a fucking room that I rent. It's not an actual lab, you know?
真帆先輩の下宿先といい勝負ね。
そういう個人のプライバシーを暴露してもいいのか？
あんたからも先輩に言っておいて、部屋はちゃんと片付けた方がいいって。
そんなこと言ったら噛みつかれそうだ。
Yeah, I don't know her, bro. What the fuck are we on about?
でも、
Kurisu paused and smiled.
こういうルームシェアみたいな。
I'm changing my life, guys. I know this is the good strat. If I ignored her, then my life wouldn't change. Think about that. I'm about to talk to Suzuha right here, right now. I know it. I kind of always wanted to have a shared room like this. Aw, that's nice.
人が集まってるところを見ると居心地はいいんでしょうね。
クリス。
Yeah, Kurisu. In the Apple World line, you said the same thing.
お前は本当は
You're
おじ
really...
さん、誰と話してるの？
I told you guys. I told you. I can predict it. I'm Mr. Predict. I suddenly heard a girl's voice from under the desk and was so surprised I screamed.
黙って。
お前スザ？
Was she hiding? But why? Daru, Mayuri, and Yuki heard me scream and ran over to see what the problem was. And then they see Suzuha.
どうしたの？あれ、そこにいるの、鈴葉さん？
Just say she was sleeping in the chair or something, you know? She was sleeping, and that's why he didn't want to disturb her or something. Suzuha looked upset. It was only then I realized who she was hiding from. Wow, that was peak.
次のニュースです。明和党の駒沢康和衆議院議員が企業から不正献金を受けていた問題で、駒沢議員は今日10時から記者会見し、議員辞職する意向を表明しました。
Huh? Oh, I've heard of this. I can't remember what it is. But what does this mean? Someone had left the TV on and was playing the afternoon news. Suzuha knew no one was watching, but she used the remote to turn the volume all the way up. She wanted to keep the girls in the shower room from hearing us. I could hear Mayuri and Yuki laughing from the shower. Things had gotten really awkward when Yuki had found Suzuha, but Mayuri quickly came up with a plan. At first, her plan was for the three of them, including Suzuha, to shower naked together, and hopefully get Yuki and Suzuha more comfortable around each other. Okay, I'm done. I'm done, guys. I'm done. I'm gonna save. Oops. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Okay. And then switch. Wait a move over a little bit. Okay. Oh my god. Actually, I've got actually pretty far. Believe it or not, believe it or not, believe it or not. But okay, I don't know when I play Steins again. Obviously next week, but like what specific day? I don't know. Maybe a Wednesday or Thursday. Either or, 6, 7. Either or. But besides that, we actually made a bit of progress. I actually really want to like see where everything like goes from here, because the thing is that I genuinely can't imagine unless I guess we go all the way back. We go all the way back into where's she trying to send us? I can't remember. The time she like Suza was trying to send us, then maybe that's where it goes. Like we go through with the plan that was originally like made, I guess. But I can't see where it progresses, which is what I'm hype moments and aura about. However, I'm still in chapter 1. So next Steins Gate stream I'm trying to do on a day I don't have like stuff to do. Like I said, either Wednesday or Thursday. So then I can get to chapter 2, okay? Because I'm a slow player. As you can see, and I talked about time machines for 30 minutes. Okay? I talked about it for 30 minutes. I know. It's all shame on me. But, however, this is the end of the stream. As you can see, right here. As you see right here, tomorrow we'll be playing some Yakuza 3. And then after that, on Sunday, there will be no stream. But I plan to stream on Monday. So yeah. Thank you, everybody, for coming to the stream. And thank you for keeping me company. And thank you for calling me an idiot, I guess. Sorry. Have a good night, Sticky. And thank you for calling me Stinky, I guess. I'm not Stinky, though. So, I don't care. Thank you, everybody, for coming to the stream. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Alright? Shut up. It's not true. I'm not a tsundere, bro. I'm not a tsundere. But thank you, guys. Thank you. I'll be seeing you guys for tomorrow. Also, I just want to give a little prep, okay? Chapter 9, the plot, I'm going to be talking during the whole thing. Okay, you know what? Because Chapter 9, the plot is the most exposition fucking chapter ever. And I was planning on playing the story of Yakuza 3 tomorrow because I did a bunch of sub-stories on Thursday. So yeah, just to get that out of the way. just saying, it's a lot of exposition, so just be ready. And then once we're out of chapter 9, and it'll go smooth sailing. But anyways, that's not the point. I'm gone. Bye, guys. Bye.